I was gonna give it a second or two, no, but no, I had to come on the stream straight away and talk to everybody, talking about Chunkster. I am cleric is awesome, and do not ever diss it in my presence. And if I'm gone, then you can, but if not in my
Uh,
presence, not in front of my salad.
leave him be.
I'm just kidding with you, Chunkster. You can play whatever you want. I'm just kidding.
Okay,
You can be wrong.
we
But,
Yeah,
good?
you
We
do be
good?
wrong though. Oh, Maddox Treem, thank you for the. I appreciate it. Gonna have some really good. They're gonna have a fun time. Have a really. If anybody doesn't know what this is actually a table. Jetsia just time to try.
Excuse me. I don't require any more art than that. This is a table, and I'm gonna set the scene in a minute, okay?
Okie dokie.
Are we
Okay,
setting a scene
You good?
again?
Yeah, I'm
Set the scene.
setting the scene again.
Oh man, whenever you say that, it just unlocks a side of me that's just PTSD ridden, you know.
Look, setting a scene is actually, relevant to this game, so it's okay.
Yes, it's very true. That is true. Can't disagree with you there.
Okay. Um, I think you guys read the thing I sent, but I'm gonna quickly just read my little like piece about the world, just to kind of like remind you of the setting a little bit.
Yep.
So this is set in the city of Avarice, which is a steampunk-style industrialized city in the landlocked country of Empyreal. It's technologically advanced, involving magical items in all aspects of normal life for ease of communication and living. It's considered a melting pot for different types of people, with its diversity being a point of appeal for the residents. However, the locals have been forced to take security and safety into their own hands, with a rising oppressive group known as the Avarice Vigilante Alliance, or AVA for short, that have been taking control of the Southern District. One group who have taken on responsibility of keeping the peace is the White Rose Society. They usually work outside the law to deal with dangerous threats to the community, but are respected by the authorities as they take down forces that the legal system struggles to deal with. Um, you guys right now find yourself seated in a boardroom around a long table. Each of you has taken a seat around the table, leaving the far end at the front with the large whiteboard empty for your presenter, who is yet to arrive. The room is dimly lit with lanterns and torches. As it's underground, there are no windows to allow in any natural light. Each of you came here individually at the personal request of the leader of the White Rose. She approached each of you and requested that you come to a meeting in her personal meeting room this evening in relation to an urgent issue to do with Ava. She didn't give you any specific details, but she did warn you that it would be potentially dangerous. However, she thought that it would be like something that would suit you guys a lot. So, yeah, you're all sitting around the table. I don't know if you would know each other, but I'm going to give you an opportunity to just introduce your characters to each other. So, whoever wants to go first.
No, you must pick someone.
I have to pick someone?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we'll start with you, Hubert, then. You could go
Oh
first.
Lord. Damn, I was hoping you wouldn't say.
That's
Okay,
what you
so
get
what I
for
have down
suggesting
here.
I pick someone.
So Hubert is a human around the age of like 34. What I'm just gonna kind of read what I have down here so far because I had very little time to actually write down his description. So I wrote down his size is a medium, barely. His height is 6'3", and his weight I have like a 3 followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. I don't think that's exactly accurate, but the message I'm trying to get across is that he's quite burly.
Okay.
He's 6'3" and like built like a shit brick house, you know. So he's a tank of a fella. He has brown. He's like kind of brown, very dark brown hair that borders almost on black. It's quite short, cut at the sides and then kind of spiked upwards at the top. And then the sides are almost like silverish. He is fairly blue eyes. They're very very pale blue, almost unnerving to look into. It's like they can kind of almost see through you. And he wears a relatively long coat, silver and blue. That's pretty much most of his description. He, if you want to like, other than appearance, he just works as sort of like an inquisitor for White Rose every now and then, kind of looking into situations that are kind of tricky to deal with and sussing out what's really going on and then dealing with it.
Okay.
typically
And,
in a relatively violent fashion.
and he's a barbarian.
He's barbarian boy.
Okay.
But he doesn't get angry. He goes into like a hyper analytical mode where he's like, "Yes, I can see the entire battlefield perfectly."
Cool. Okay. So we're gonna go around. So who's next?
I'll go. Okay. So, what the hell is that noise?
Shit.
Machine, stop stirring your milkshake.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So my character's name is Ahlea. She is a 5-foot Yuan-Shi pureblood. She has long, sort of brown hair to her waist, and wears pretty much just what you see in the icon, the like purple top. She has worked for the White Rose Society for quite a while, doing a good few jobs. She's never felt like she was very high profile until now, though. So this is like her first time really being high profile. Yeah, she's kind of charming. She's gonna try and be charming. Depends on if I can actually be charming. Yeah. She's got like reptilian kind of eyes, like a snake as well, that are kind of interesting and a bit unnerving, but like cool to look into.
She's a sorcerer.
Yeah, she's a sorcerer as well, sorry.
I'm getting the Witcher vibes.
Yeah, like Geralt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Geralt.
So Zilti.
Yeah, Zillti. I was gonna start off with my accent, but no. What you see is what you kind of get, except for the Plague Doctor mask. I just can't do that. I doubt I'd be able to. But as you can see, Wood Elf is 5'8". Like, he does have his brown cloak is on it, and he underneath that he does wear his plate armor. On the back of him he has his crossbow strapped him, and in his holster has a pistol. Very proficient in all forms of gunsmith and crossbows, any ranged weapons, and else. I didn't have much time to write. And he lost his family in a war that was prevalent a while ago. He nearly got mugged by the bad side, by the bad part of the town when he walked there by accident, and he got saved by the White Rose Society. Ever since then, he's loyal to White Rose Society, trying to do everything he can to help them. Loyalty. Very arrogant. He's very prideful of his skill. Life cleric. He does everything with life healing, but don't let that fool you. He is very strong, and underestimating him will be the last thing you. Another factor, he didn't believe himself to be too high in the inner circle, so the fact that here now he does everything with life. That's another that's another one for the quotes. He didn't believe himself to be that high level, but the fact that he's here now shows that he is, and he's quite proud of that and stroking his lot.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but that's the best thing I could come on the spot with.
That was great.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are just sitting in this meeting room, kind of looking at each other. Do you guys want to say anything to each other? I'm sure you may have seen each other around, but I'm not sure if you would have worked on jobs together or anything like that. So, do you want to introduce yourselves to each other or anything like that?
Hello, my name is Ahlea. Who are you? Oh god.
Why did that sound so robotic? Detroit becomes human.
Jazia,
Yes.
it's time to begin the process of destroying your will to live. Can I insight check her? With advantage. I'm joking.
What are you insight
I'm
checking?
joking. Is that really her name? No, I am joking.
Save that bullshit for later, please.
Huh? Sorry?
Save that for later.
Just kind of like Hubert just looks over at Ahlea and kind of just nods and just goes, Hubert.
Is that all? No more, nothing else to say?
Hubert or Wolfed. You asked for my
What
name.
are your hobbies? Hobbies.
Just kind of frowns and kind of looks over at the gun priest. I'm not sure. I sort of just work for White Rose.
You're
Okay.
not sure?
We'll shut this down. You guys.
Hubert doesn't have other hobbies.
You hear the door to the meeting room swing open from behind you, and you see a white dragonborn lady step into the room. She closes the door over behind her and turns to face all of you. She gazes around with her kind of striking yellow eyes and gives like a small grin at seeing all of you. She's wearing a long, deep blue coat, and it has like a rounded high collar which curves up around her neck. You see she has a thick black choker with a gemstone affixed to it, and she's holding a briefcase in front of her waist. She begins to walk to the top of the room, and you hear her boots kind of clacking against the ground as she walks. All of you would recognize this to be Lady Surix, who is the leader of White Rose. She makes her way to the top and slams her briefcase down on the table, and she addresses all of you. She says, "Good evening. I'm so glad to see that all of you could make it. I wasn't sure who would take me up on this, as well, it's quite difficult to get people so short notice. But 3 of you, I can work with 3. Have you taken some time to just get to know each other? I'm not sure if you're all familiar with each other, and well, it's important that you don't fall into any pitfalls that could be easily avoided by communication. Of course, you understand."
Hubert just
Yes.
points over at Ahlea and says, "Her name is Ahlea."
Wonderful. That's a start. Maybe
Kind
you
of
can
grins
work
to
on
himself
that
and nods.
later. Maybe you can work on that later. Well, I guess I'm just going to get right to it. 3 members of the White Rose Society were ambushed and kidnapped a couple of days ago. They're currently being held hostage by Ava. They were involved in a sort of, let's call it a scuffle, and a few Ava members were arguing with them, and unfortunately one of them was killed. Ava didn't really take too well to this, and they've taken the White Rose members involved hostage and are holding them for ransom right now. They refuse to return them unless the leader of the White Rose personally comes to negotiate. They don't currently know who that is, so it would be of a great interest that they don't find out. That's why I've brought you here today. I want you to deal with this issue for me. Um, I'm not sure how familiar you are with Ava, but the leader, Shilaun, is the one who's currently holding them. You may have heard his name around.
Yes.
Pretty sure.
Yes, well, I would hope so. And if you have heard his name, you definitely know that he's an incredibly dangerous man, and he's not someone to be, well, messed with. I have some files here of the people who've been taken hostage, as I'm not sure if you would have come across them before or not. So if you want to quickly have a glance through, and you can just have a look at their files. She pulls out like this little like dossier with like a little folder with a couple of sheets of paper on it, and she kind of slides it down the table so any of you can take it.
Yeah, I'd absolutely go for those files. I need to read everything in them.
Okay.
It'd be in Hubert's interest to read absolutely every part of that,
So are you going to read it on your own, or are you going to show it around to everyone?
I mean, if they, I'll offer for them to huddle and read it with me, but
Okay.
if they don't want to, well, whatever.
Is
Is it multiple files on the various of them? Because we could each just get one. and like you should then pass
Well,
them around when we're done.
it's just a collection of like sheets with just short paragraphs of information on the three people who've been taken hostage. So it's not going to
Okay.
take that long to read. I can
Oh,
show it
okay.
to you now. There we go.
Copy
That's
pasting.
what she hands you. These are the three people who were taken. You can just quickly glance through that. Maybe you would have seen them around. They were quite involved with White Rose, although a little less in the office, if you know what I mean. I what am I doing? Yes, I would recommend that. Well, you can go about this whatever way you would like, but I'm sure I don't have to say this to you, but I would highly recommend that you don't go in there guns blazing, sort of, so to say, as well. You'll probably be killed before you get to take a step inside the lobby.
Well, I don't
Interesting.
own any guns,
Hmm.
so that's not an option.
But before you can continue, I pop out my pistol. Are you sure about that?
As it's a manner of speaking, but they have the place pretty heavily fortified. Maybe you would have seen the house before. If not, we have quite a lot of information for you. I wouldn't want to send you in there unprepared. We have a contact on the inside in Ava. He's provided us. Well, they've provided us with some sketches of the exterior of the building and the first two floors. There is a third floor, which they've been unable to access due to the security protocols on entering that floor. And of course, that is where we are going to assume the members are being held.
So our mission is to find that second floor, get into the house, and then escape with the hostages.
Ideally, yes. If you could avoid conflict with Shilaun, that would be the best course of action. I can show you the drawings that we have of the exterior and the first two floors if you would like. I have them here.
Yes,
Definitely.
That would be
would
beneficial.
helpful.
Quite helpful.
However, if we are given an opportunity to take down Shilaun without endangering ourselves too greatly, would that not be the best course of action?
Well, of course, taking him down would be unbelievable, but, well, he's not someone to be taken lightly. We've heard rumors. Now, I don't know how much truth there is in this, but there are rumors that he is an incredibly powerful lycanthrope. We've heard from reports that he's said to transform when he gets angry. Lycanthrope or not, he's not someone who you really want to mess with. He's quite ruthless. However, if you could get him alone, perhaps, but that is not really your priority. You can have a quick glance through the maps there. If you have any questions, I can maybe arrange that you meet with our contact and you can ask them, as they would know the building a lot better than I do.
I have to ask you or them why security is spelled as security. Check the spelling for
Sorry,
security. Yeah, I'm just
it's
joking,
what?
but if you check the spelling for security, it says security.
Fuck you.
I'm not the one who wrote it, so maybe you should ask the person who drew the maps about that if you have any questions with spelling.
Sorry, but I had to say.
You're a dick.
That is deliberate, by the way. That's not a mistake.
Really? Oh, sorry.
I mean, Umar, did you not notice that conference room is also spelt wrong?
No, the first thing I saw was I see shiny color, and I see bad spelling. I immediately get
Don't worry,
into it.
you're not being an asshole. That is deliberate.
Collab room.
If you have any questions, well, I haven't been in the building myself, but I can arrange for you to meet with our contact and you can ask them about it specifically. As for other details, we know some information about Ava. Not a lot, but we know of Shilaun, the leader, and we know that he tends to be quite ruthless in his business dealings and his other various unsavory dealings. Additionally, We know that he has a number of subordinates which are quite close to him and are assumed to be of a similar power level to him. We don't know any of their actual names, but we have picked up a few of their code names. We've got two code names that we have uncovered, one of which is Phoenix, and the other is Tyrion. That's about all that we know. We don't know any details on either of these people, but we know that they are very close to Shilaun.
Getting involved with them would likely spell death.
Well, yes, and it's quite likely that they will stick close by him.
Interesting.
So,
If
if you have any questions?
Yes. Which room do you think the hostages would be most likely to be held?
Oh, well, they're most likely on the third floor, the one that we don't have any information on. The security is very strict to get up there. You require a third level clearance card, which, well, no one has. So I assume that they're being held up there. If you could maybe come into contact with one of these cards or meet someone who had one, that would make it certainly much easier than trying to get through the security.
So
Yes.
subtlety in obtaining a card and then make it up our way up there as quickly as possible.
Yes. Well, of course there is a sense of urgency to this, but as I would recommend that you do attempt to acquire as much information as possible, as this is a very delicate mission, and if there was any way that you could have avoided mistake by acquiring additional information, delaying it slightly wouldn't be too big of a deal. He is quite desperate to find out who the leader of White Rose is, and he is going to keep these hostages alive for longer than a couple of days, I imagine.
So
What
we
would be
can.
the policy on killing them? If we are discovered, do we simply knock people unconscious, or are dead bodies in our wake accepted?
Well, you can take your own initiative in dealing with Ava.
Understood.
You can decide. I suppose it really depends who you're dealing with. If it's, for example, a high-level subordinate of Shilaun's or a security guard, well, then there can be some casualties. But if we're dealing with run-of-the-mill office workers or civilians, maybe it would be best
They
to...
need not.
Yes, you understand.
Of course.
Do you have
Some
any
people are
further
still innocent.
questions?
As far as I do, no. These two, I'm not sure.
Perhaps we can question the insider instead when we get there.
Yes,
That
well, that can be quite easily arranged. Well, they're currently going by the name Copper, and well, they tend to stick around the same few areas of town, so I can probably advise you to where you could find them this evening. It's likely that they would either be in a tavern called the Vigilant Reptile. It's a very popular area in this district. You've probably been there once or twice before.
Yes.
It's likely they'll be there, or they will be in a small bar known as the Crimson Lounge. It's a little closer to the manor house, so I would advise caution on what you say to who, if you understand what I mean. But it's a quiet spot, and Copper likes to meet people there, so there's a chance that they'll be in one of those two locations. I think it's more likely they'll be in the Vigilant Reptile, as it's a more busy, lively place.
Be safer to talk there.
Yes, and it's much more likely that they'll be hanging out around that area. They're a very social person.
I must say it is an honor to be singled out for such a mission.
Well, I figured that each of you have talents that are unique and useful for this particular kind of mission. I will say to you that Well, I trust all of you. You are important members to our society, and you've been very loyal and responsible to me as of late. So I will say to you that on the off chance that you find yourselves in hot water, I would prioritize that you return to me with information over the hostages. Of course, I want you to get the hostages and get them all out alive, but in a very dire situation, it is important that at least the information doesn't die with all of you.
What information would you like us to obtain?
Oh, well, details of the third floor would be incredibly important, and I imagine that you're going to get some information out of Copper, and maybe you'll speak to some other people who'll be able to provide you with things that we don't already know.
The third floor, does it have windows?
Oh, yes, I imagine it does. It's quite a big manor house, and I assume there would be windows. I've seen
can
windows
so.
on it myself. However, I'm sure you know it is surrounded by a very large wall, so it's not going to be easy to break in.
We can
What's-
find a way.
That's not why I need windows.
What is the wall made of?
As far as I can tell, stone.
Out of character, I really wish I got the fucking stone, man. Gosh darn.
Hubert,
Rip.
why do you need windows?
Tennis looks at you like with his his pale, very pale eyes. I can see very far away. If there's things in those windows, I can see them without being suspected.
Interesting.
Is there a blockage
Perhaps
on
it's
your
useless,
site?
but
Is there a blockage on your site due to a lack of windows, or is it just because?
well, I can't see through walls.
Oh, that is
Kind of frowns.
that is what my original question was. It would have been quite useful if you could, but I have a spell for that.
Well, I'm not expecting you to see through walls. Of course, you know that.
But it
Well,
would be useful.
Would
Um,
be
unless you have any further questions, I suppose you can head on your way. Do you have anything else? I could provide you with answers as much as I can, really.
for now, no. Find anything, we shall come back and relay the information.
Wonderful.
Anything else to add, Ahlea, Hubert?
I cannot think of anything.
Then I guess we shall be on our
Questions are
way.
best saved for Copper.
Wonderful.
Very true.
So where are you going to head?
Likely the vigilant reptile.
Most likely.
Great.
I
Well,
suppose we should keep weapons concealed if we're entering the building.
Of course.
oh, well, there's quite a lot of adventurers going in and out of that tavern, so you needn't be concerned.
I mean the manor.
Oh, the manor. Well, of course. Yes, it would be best not to draw attention to yourselves.
Zillti
Just kind of look at
turns
the
his
other
turn.
two.
Yeah.
Do you think I could fit a battle axe beneath this coat?
I do not think so, though you might as well try.
All
Just
right.
kind of look
Well,
at what's her name? What's Service?
Cyrix. Wait, I can.
Cyrix. Cyrix. Yeah, no, I haven't typed it. I just couldn't. It wasn't exactly right there.
Yeah.
If Shilaun is a lycanthrope and we do have to deal with him, which it might be a possibility,
Shilaun
perhaps
spelled like
having
that, by
a
the way.
silvered weapon. Huh?
Shilaun spelled like that, by the way.
Okay, that's good.
Oh.
Good to know, good to know.
Perhaps having some sort of silver weapon would benefit us. Can you provide anything like that?
Well, that is assuming that the rumors are true, but yes, I can attempt to find some sort of silvered weaponry for you. It will take
Something
some
small.
time.
Could you
Yeah,
perhaps make a bullet? A
a-
silver bullet, if you.
A silver bullet. That
I-
will be slightly more difficult, but I could perhaps get it done for you. I could get it done for you tomorrow, but I don't know if you want to wait that long to. Of course, you probably do have the leniency of approximately a night. So if you wanted to wait, I could procure silver weapons for you for tomorrow.
I'll just look over at what's your character's name, Umar?
Zillti.
If we wait for your bullets, we can observe the manor all night, Zillti.
I would say having range is the most important. So very beneficial for us to have a silver bullet rather than a silver.
I was
Agree?
looking for a silver hand axe.
That could also be beneficial. I could tell. Shane, just out of character, but some like Jim Martin from like the chat, he asked if the ooh woo in a wilted isn't intentional.
It is very intentional.
There we
John.
go. You got your
Okay?
answer, dude. He said, "Oh dear."
John, he's out to get me.
We just said ooh as a joke, and she straight away went with it. That's what I'm doing. It's not my fault.
Ahlea, do you have a request for a silver weapon?
Perhaps a silver dagger.
Of course. Well, I will attempt to locate those items for you. I will put it at the utmost priority, and I will try to have them for you tomorrow morning if you would like to drop by the office.
Thank
Very
you.
much. We appreciate this.
Wonderful. Well, I'm sure I don't need to direct you to the Vigilant Reptile. You've probably been there before.
Of course.
Anything else before you leave? Any further questions?
I believe no. We can finally leave.
Okay,
We'll save
wonderful.
further questions for Copper.
All right. Well, I'm sure you'll have no problem finding them. Have
Okay,
you? Yeah, go on.
Really quick, DM. What
Yes.
would I roll for hiding a battle axe in my coat? Like, my coat's really big and I'm also really big. I'm sure I could attempt to hide one. What would I
Like-
have to roll?
Stealth, probably.
Oh,
Stealth? Sleight of
Like-
hand? Stealth? They're
Stealth
same
or
thing,
sleight of
please.
hand. Yeah, one of those two.
Okay. It's a big ass coat, you know?
I'm gonna say like stealth or sleight of hand, but because it's a big coat, it probably like I won't make it too difficult.
I mean, I
Oh
rolled a
my
natural
God.
20 there.
That's a fucking nat 20.
What the hell?
Can that apply for like just until I wield my battle axe next? Does that apply? Like I'm assuming he already has a battle axe like in his coat.
You just pull
Like
it
that was
out
what I was
like
thinking.
this.
He's
Some
had
real
one this
anime
entire
bullshit.
time.
Like some
Yeah.
ridiculous anime bullshit. You
Oh,
pull
man.
it out from under your coat, and it's like bigger than the coat. It's yeah, sure.
Jim
That's a nat 20.
Martin.
I gotta
Martin-
honor the nat 20.
Martin is questioning your choices right now. He's
Shut up,
like,
John.
sleight
You
of
don't have
hand,
opinion.
side of battle axe. Yeah,
Listen.
it's totally gonna work.
If it would have been the same if I rolled stealth, my modifier is the same, so
I guess so,
Okay.
yeah.
So, are you guys ready to move?
Yep.
Ow, my ear.
Okay.
yeah.
Um.
As soon as we leave the office, so where is the vigilant lizard? I don't drink.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I'm gonna say, as DM, none of you guys have ever met Copper before, and you did not ask Cyrix what they look like.
But
That
didn't you
that
just?
is true.
Oh, that is very true.
So yeah, you guys can. I guess you guys are just gonna head to the bar then.
Yeah, I guess this is the best.
I mean,
thing.
my plan was to go, hey, we're looking for copper.
Okay.
But I was going to let
sure.
someone else do it because Hubert doesn't talk.
Okay.
I guess
fair.
it'll be Zilti's job. He could just pull a
Or-
zone of
or
truth on
mine.
them. Oh yeah, that too. Yeah. He could just put a zone of
Okay.
truth on the person if they're lying and just this is.
You're gonna have to zoom way out, but
Don't
Here we go.
zone of truth,
Oh.
people. That invalidates my character.
That's a very lovely
That's
drawing.
a big sad man.
thank you. Okay, so you guys have no difficulty finding this tavern. It's probably the most popular spot on this side of town.
Yep.
So you guys walk straight up to the Vigilant Reptile. You see the tavern name written in a fancy red cursive above the door. There are two wooden signs flanking the doors, each with unique, ornate drawings of black lizards with these swirling eyes painted in black ink on the wood. From the outside, you can tell this place is a hub of activity. There are bright lights from inside being cast through the windows, and the doors are constantly swinging open and closed as people come and go from the bar. As you step inside, you're instantly whisked into the atmosphere. The first thing that you notice is the jaunty music that greets you as you enter. You see that this is coming from a high elf playing a lute towards the back of the room. You see the tavern is already packed, and the clientele seem to be a mixture of locals and adventurers, with a great diversity of races. You get the impression that you could meet just about any kind of person here that you want. So, what do you guys want to do as you walk into this tavern?
Could I just quickly take a look around, see if there's anyone who looks like they're waiting for somebody or something like that? See anyone who looks like they're like actively waiting to try and talk to somebody? Because she did say she'd help arrange a meeting with him, as opposed to we should just go and find him. So I presume he's waiting for us.
Yeah, I guess you'd roll perception to see if you see anyone who's waiting for someone.
God damn. 2 2s.
Why are you rolling with advantage?
I don't know. It's just automatically toggled on my sheet.
Oh.
I'll see if I can turn it off. Like, it's just on.
Okay.
Advantage toggle. There we go. I fixed it.
The place is pretty busy. You don't particularly see anyone that seems to be waiting. There's a couple of people that are sitting like on their own, but like I don't know if you would say that they're waiting for someone.
Okay.
Can I go up and try and talk to one of the people sitting on their own?
Yeah. You would notice that there is a tiefling lady who is sitting kind of on the edge of the bar. She's got her back towards you. You would notice that she has you see like at her feet there is a small red dragon, and like what I mean by small is like cat-sized small dragon kind of like lying on the ground at her feet. She's sitting on her own drinking. She doesn't seem to be talking to anyone around her.
Okay. I'm just going to walk up to her and
when you do that, so like just before you approach anyone, like Hubert's gonna put his hand on your, like tap your shoulder for a moment, and then just say, "She said that this copper is very social. I wonder if they'd be on their own. We can try, but."
that is a good point.
Just shrugs. Just shrugs and then gestures back at the tiefling, like for you to continue.
But perhaps we should ask around. See
if
who
they're
knows
social,
this
they're known.
copper. You guys can like roll like a perception if you want to like look around for maybe people that you would know possibly, or people that you think would be of an interest to you if you want to do that.
Oh, yeah.
I've already rolled perception. I already did
Yeah.
badly.
For those of you who didn't already roll perception.
Oh, mine's also got advantage. I don't know why.
Oh, everyone's
So
got
guys, if you want to turn it off, so you see how it says core, then bio, then spells, and then there's a little cog?
Yeah.
If you click on the cog, you'll see directly beneath that, you'll see roll queries. Yours will say always roll advantage. Click on that and then click advantage toggle.
Okay.
Yeah. Got it.
Zillti rolls very well. Well, both of you guys rolled pretty well. I'm gonna say, Ahlea, you would notice that there are two other Yuan-ti pureblood women who are sitting like at a table with each other. They're kind of like whispering quietly to each other in like the Yuan-ti language. So you're not close enough to them to hear what they're like actually saying, but you would recognize it as your like first language. Zillti, what are you specifically looking for?
I guess like if the name is Copper, it must allude to a nickname for something around the like a ready rusty color, you know. So I'm gonna try and see if there's anybody here that matches that kind of color description.
Okay. I guess the closest that you would get to that is that you notice that like I mentioned there's a high elf who's like playing music at the back of the tavern. You notice that sitting like close to him there is a tabaxi lady and a gnome. The gnome has like ginger hair and like a long ginger beard.
I should
That's probably the closest, but it's like a pretty busy place, so it's not unreasonable that there might be other people that have like red hair around.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what would draw your eye, I would say.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there, I guess. Yeah. So are we separating to see where we can find this copper person?
Yes, perhaps
If you're talking to
separation
people, I'll
is
go with
good
you.
for right now.
Have a nice. You alluded to the fact that you can see a lot of things. Help me here. It would be very good to have your aid. Ahlea, where do you which direction are you perhaps going
I would have just come with you for the moment.
for the moment? Yeah, I guess we shall go as a group, but
Don't lose each other if things are dangerous here.
definitely
Just be safe.
Yes.
agreed.
Just
Okay,
be
so where
aware
are you
if
guys
we
going?
ask if we ask anyone if they know copper and they say no, I will be inside checking them.
That's fair. That's the point of inside checking.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are you guys going?
So I guess we're gonna go for the gnome, the red beard and the red hair.
Okay.
Is that agree, guys?
So yeah, the three of you guys are gonna head back to like where the bard is playing, and there's a gnome and a tabaxi lady. She's like a panther, so she's got like all black fur, and she's wearing this
What
big.
obsidian should have been.
1 second. She's wearing this large black cloak that has like speckles of
Yep.
purple, and
Oh god, it's just obsidian.
It's literally.
It's a true obsidian. It's obsidian's final form.
she's like sitting kind of near the bard, and you notice that the gnome, he has an owl like sitting on his shoulder. You assume this would be his familiar.
Yeah.
They seem to be with the elf bard.
Who's
So-
doing the talking? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, who's I was gonna say that. Who's talking?
It'll be me or you, Umar.
I guess it
We
would be
can
me.
like split it up. I'll do some, you do some.
Yeah, I'll do the first one then.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Hubert doesn't talk.
you guys just walk up. You walk up to these to the taxi lady and the gnome. So
Yeah. Hello there, my friends. Greetings, and I make it look like I'm taking off a top hat. And like, sorry, I'm just trying to do like acting. Would
Okay.
both of you perhaps know anyone known as Copper?
yeah, the tabaxi lady like kind of laughs at you. Just your gestures, like with the whole hat thing, and she's like, "Copper, copper. Oh, yeah. Is that the tiefling? The blue tiefling?"
Perhaps that is what we are trying to ascertain.
Can I answer her to make sure she's not like leading us astray?
Yeah.
And this- Hubert
Absolutely.
doesn't
Yeah.
trust people.
Go on. You're still rolling with advantage.
No, I'm rolling advantage on purpose now. I have advantage on seeing if people are lying to me.
Ah, fuck me. Okay. She's not lying to you. She seems to be genuinely trying to figure out, are you talking about the same person that she is?
Cool.
Oh, if you, yeah, I think that tiefling, they were in here last night. Oh, if you see them again, you gotta, like, high five them for me. I have never seen anyone show Alatel up the way that that guy did. Man, what a show.
Just a little.
Alotel.
I was like, what? Why are we using characters from our previous campaign?
Jadzia, have you just put all of our characters in this campaign?
No, I haven't. But I have not.
You just put bootleg. You just put the other party, but bootleg in this campaign.
Not intentionally. I did bootleg Obsidian, like female Obsidian, prime Obsidian, but the other one is not deliberate. I didn't even realize that his name sounds like Alito until just now.
Didn't hit you until I said it.
When she points to the elf who's like playing the lute when she says Alatel.
So I do my
So this
top hat
Copper's
gesture again.
just-
Yeah. Go on, talk.
No. Hubert was muttering to himself. He wasn't actually speaking.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. Is that the same person you're talking about? The one who plays the violin? Blue tiefling? Got a cool tattoo down their neck?
Yes, very much so. Go on, Ahlea. Sorry for interrupting.
This is what we are trying to ascertain.
So you don't know them, or?
We have come with only a name.
Oh, well, they're not here tonight. I kind of hope they come again because, well, I mean, they really showed Alatel up, and honestly, between you and me, someone needs to take him down a peg. He gets full of himself. You know, he plays the music, people think he's great. Copper came in here the last day, started playing violin much better than Alatel can play the lute, and it was a hell of a show.
This sounds like a very sociable and interesting person.
Yeah, I mean, they were super interesting. They bought a round of drinks for everyone. Tracer here had a great time. She like points to the gnome, and he kind of like looks away and sort of like awkwardly avoids your guys' gaze. He doesn't seem willing to join the conversation at all.
1 second, guys. Sorry to bother, but apparently it looks like you guys got kicked off the server, or I did because I'm the only alone on. Oh,
Yeah,
never
I got
mind,
kicked
yeah.
off as well.
Yeah.
What happened?
No, it just said your connection to the server got interrupted.
Oh, I'm
Yeah, I just rebooted.
I wasn't looking at Roll20. I'm looking at my notes, so I didn't even notice.
Whoops.
Oof.
So
You guys can continue saying whatever.
Well, thank you for your assistance. Oh, I said that really weirdly.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know where they are now. We're just we're adventurers. We're just traveling through this town, so don't really know any of the locals.
Where are you from?
Oh, well, we're just from the we're from like a small area called well, not all of us. I mean, but we kind of all met up together in this place called uh Predo on the very outskirts of Imperial. I don't know if you've been there. It's a really nice little like fishing town. That's kind of where we met up, and we've just been traveling around doing jobs and things for everyone.
Interesting.
Are you guys from around here?
Yes, I am at least. You'll have to ask my associates about their lives.
you can say so.
Yeah, well, I haven't really, no offense, of course, it's not intended to be offensive or anything, but I haven't really met any Yanti outside of this city, actually, so it's quite interesting. There seems to be a good community of them here.
Yes, there is. I have many other friends that are like me.
Oh, that's great. It's really great to see such a diversity of people here.
Yes, it is a big attraction for the city.
You can say it is a social hotpot. Part of the itself. Lot of diversity.
Yeah, I can tell that. And you don't seem to have too much problems or anything here. It seems to run pretty smoothly.
Yes.
Hubert scoffs ever so slightly.
Like I give a
What
sideways
was that
glare.
for?
I give a sideways glare to Hubert.
What was that for, Hubert?
Like Hubert's like standing away, so like you would have barely even heard him.
The gnome kind of looks up and kind of eyes you guys, and he seems to have noticed that you were like scoffing, but he doesn't say anything. He just kind of eyes you.
If you're adventurous, have you been to the manor?
The manor? You mean like that huge big house? No. We had no reason to go there. I mean, I went to have a look at it, but it's not really a tourist attraction.
I was told it was for adventurers, so my bad.
Well, I mean, I haven't been there, so I don't know.
Are you going there anytime soon?
Wasn't planning on it, but you think we should?
It is up to you entirely.
Is that a request?
No, I was just wondering.
Okay, well, I'll have you know we don't take requests for free.
I'm not requesting anything.
This is Obsidian, my dudes. Well, it of course, For the right price, we'll accompany you there, you know.
Accompany us. How do you know that we are headed there?
Well, I just assumed it sounded like you were.
Well, you know what they say when it comes to assuming.
Oh, what do they say?
Don't
We were
assume
just
too
wondering
early.
if it was worthwhile for us to go there ourselves.
Yes, you can say so.
Well, as I said, we're not locals, so we don't really, well, at least I don't really know anything about that area. We only just came in here like earlier in the week, so maybe we'll
Can I
get
insight
there.
check her? I feel like she's like lying about like only just getting here. You know, I'm getting vibes that she actually knows more about this shit than she's letting on. She's just basically trying to act the fool.
Okay, yeah, go on. Were you doing insight? What are you specifically inciting?
Just like a couple of things she said in the last little while. I rolled shit anyway, so whatever. Seriously, like a 5 and a 2? Are you kidding me? That's so dumb. I have such
No,
shit
but
luck.
what
But
specific
basically, what I was
details?
trying to insight was like, you know, she keeps saying, "Oh, she's really new to the area. She's not from around here. She doesn't really know anything." And I'm not really believing that.
Okay.
Would I do it?
Yeah, you could try.
An insight check.
Yeah.
There it is.
You're cleric, you got decent wisdom. But
Oh, come on. God.
All of you just insight because I decided it was suspicious. Goddamn.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, not a single one of you rolled well enough. But you get the impression that she is like telling the truth about that they're not from this area. And that she genuinely doesn't really know much about the city.
Okay. Well, if you'll excuse us, we have to find copper.
It
Are we done?
was
It's gonna like
nice
it's gonna like
to meet
stare
you.
at my two teammates, huh?
It was nice to meet you.
Yeah, well, my name is Wisp. If you want assistance later on, I guess you can come to us.
Thank you, Wisp. I will keep it in mind.
I do another top hat gesture. Thank you very much. We do very much appreciate it. Hope you have a
It
lovely
was
stay in this.
It's nice talking to you.
You too.
Okay, so you guys
As we're
just
walking away,
meet
it's
them.
gonna like whisper to my like two compatriots, "We're to be stealthy. We cannot hire them."
I was never
I
planning
was
on it.
thinking it.
He just nods and continues walking to the other bar.
Are you leaving this bar?
It does sound like we should go
What
to Clinton. Why am I
did we
sitting
see
like
a blue
that?
tiefling?
You saw a tiefling. You didn't
Let's-
approach
Were they
the
blue?
tiefling. You didn't see the tiefling.
Let's go. Let's
Yeah, but Zillti would know if there was a blue one, which is why I'm asking. Like Zillti rolled high enough to see the tiefling, and so did
Okay,
someone else.
you saw a purple tiefling
Yeah.
purple.
with a dragon.
I would still recommend checking it out.
And Ahlea also saw like some Yanti, and there's probably other people you could talk to here if you wanted to. You don't have to, but I'm saying there are probably other people you could talk to.
Information is important nonetheless. That just because talking to one person doesn't solve our problem.
Yeah. Shall we approach another group or another person?
That tiefling is looking.
Suspicious. They're just sitting drinking at the bar.
Your eyes see nothing.
It is a tiefling, which is what with copper was described as. So maybe we should.
Exactly. She may know. I do not know. Let's see from here.
Let's go then.
The she or a he, I just want to confirm that, so just to make anything.
They have their back to you, but you would probably guess like they look to be dressed pretty feminine.
So I wasn't fashion. I was. Sorry, I zoned out hard.
Yeah, I'm good to approach whatever. Hubert kind of just wants to follow and make sure things aren't suspicious.
Yeah, let us go over to that thief. Onward.
Okay. So, you guys, you just approach the tiefling sitting at the bar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. What do you guys say?
Hello there, friend.
General
How is your night going?
Hi. Good. Nice to meet you. You, do I know you?
No, you don't know me, but perhaps I know you. Is your name Copper?
Hopper. No, I'm not Copper. Copper's a good friend of mine, though.
Oh, yes.
Why are you looking for them?
We have some business with them, so we are just seeking them out, but we forgot to ask what they look like, unfortunately.
You have some business with them, but you didn't know what they looked like?
Yes, it was a
Oh,
a mistake on our part.
I can show you what this lady looks like because I did draw this lady.
Yay.
So this lady is a purple tiefling. She has bushy black hair and she has these golden brown curled horns. She's got pink eyes and you see that she's wearing this kind of lacy corset thing. Around her neck, Ahlea, you're like standing right in front of her. You'd notice that she's wearing this necklace which has an octopus with bat wings on it.
Ooh.
What? Hold
What?
on a second. Jadzia,
Wait,
What?
you robbed me from my campaign.
I did rob
That's
your
direct
campaign.
thievery. That is
That's
direct
thievery.
thievery.
That's not
literally
thievery.
that's literally what you guys found in the dungeon.
Well, maybe
I
it's
can't see the drawing
related.
over. I can't.
Maybe it's related.
This is literally a bootleg session of our
No, it's not.
campaign.
I'm messing, Jadzia. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry.
You
I'm just-
haven't met any of the characters that are not related to that.
I'm just taking a crack at you. Don't worry.
So all I'm saying, this bitch is a vampire.
Yeah.
Okay, well. Anyway, yeah, she turns around to you and she says, well, you, what business do you have with Copper?
Just something.
We need to have a discussion with him.
Okay.
Yes, we need to discuss
With
something
them.
with them.
Yeah, roll me deception.
Okay.
All of us.
That's literally what we're doing. That's not even a lie.
Okay, well, it
Persuasion,
sounds
perhaps.
really sketchy. So, like, either deception or persuasion to convince her that you're not, like, trying to kill them.
I have it fun.
Because it sounds incredibly sketchy.
It does. I can't disagree with you that. Like, if someone asks me where's Ushin, I just go, yeah.
Do I have to roll?
I have 23. I got 23.
You didn't really say anything, like, majorly, so you don't have to. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Oh, okay. Is it
Show me the
related
word.
to Ava?
Oh, oh. So, I whispered over to both. Perhaps that she knows something. Would it be
Yes,
perhaps
it's related
bad
to
to
Ava.
tell them? Very much related.
Oh.
Just to add a character real quick, guys. He works for Ava right now. Of course, we can tell her that.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. Well, obviously they're not here tonight, but I think they said that they were gonna go to Core tonight. It's a nightclub, kind of further south in the southern district. I don't know if it's gonna be open yet, but the front bar is probably open. Other than that, I guess there's a couple of other places that they hang around. I'm not really sure. Why exactly are you trying to look for them? Are you working a job?
Yes,
can
we
say
are
that.
working a job.
You can say.
Some things are
Oh.
better not discussed publicly.
Walls have
Well,
ears, my friend. The walls have ears.
Of course. I just want to make sure that they're okay. You know, they are my friend. I want to make sure they're not in danger.
Definitely
They're in
not.
no
Not to worry.
danger.
I'm not doubting that they're not able to take care of themselves, or that you're not able to take care of yourselves. I just I'd be concerned.
There is nothing to be concerned about.
Just gonna like lean like towards her. Should we be concerned?
What? Well, it depends what you're doing.
What would be endangering us?
As I said, depends what you're doing.
Well, this was a nice conversation,
Would you?
but we should
What
really
was that?
go.
Jadzia, what did you say her name was?
Yeah.
She didn't tell you.
Oh.
You didn't ask.
Would you perhaps
That
be able
is
to tell
true.
us your name?
Oh, give me a second. I'm gonna type this bitch.
This
Oh,
is
no.
definitely gonna be a fake name.
Of course. My name is Emstralda.
A nice name.
Very lovely to meet you, Amstrada.
And your names?
I am Ahlea.
Oh,
Boy.
Ahlea.
Oh.
Wonderful name.
Oh boy. Wait, should we not have out of character? Should we have not
No.
said our name?
No,
No,
we
you
should not
never.
have.
No matter who you're meeting, always say your fake name.
Oh, I didn't. Damn it.
Too late now.
Too late.
Nice to meet you, Ahlea. And you too?
Uvan.
You can call me Dominican.
Deception.
Does that mean she's rolling insight against me?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
This means that she's definitely a bad person.
Why?
Why? She just wanted to make sure she doesn't. Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, no, you've no reason. Okay, if you're not actively engaging in shady shit, then you have no reason to inside check other people's names.
Okay. Yeah.
She's just
I know how
concerned
this shit
for her
works.
friend.
Fun.
Oh gosh.
Nice
Yeah.
to meet you, Uvan.
Just gonna nod.
And you?
I do my top hat gesture again. You can call me Dominican. That's gonna be my signature now.
Yeah, go on, deception.
Yeah. Okay. Don't please.
Oh, that was so close to a nat 20.
Are you kidding me?
What name did you say?
Donican.
Donican?
Yeah, Donican.
Okay.
Okay, look, it's on the
Donican.
spot. It's on the spot. It's the best you could get.
Donican. Of course. Nice to meet you too. Well, I'm not really sure if I can help you anymore with finding copper. They hang around the same few spots. As I said, I heard they might be at Core tonight, or there's a couple of other places they like to hang out.
So
Perhaps
Jazz.
know the other places? The name of these?
Well, if you're looking for them, you probably know yourself, right? Unless you're not familiar with the town, I guess maybe I could direct you.
I am familiar with the town. I am just not familiar with where Copper likes to spend their time.
Oh, well, you came to the right place going here. I mean, they do hang around here quite often. I guess, there's a couple of other bars on this street that they frequent. There's a couple of places further south on the outskirts of town. And then, yeah, the nightclub Core.
They sound like a heavy drinker.
You'd be surprised. They don't really show it. They don't really go to bars for the drinking aspect of it.
What other aspect of a bar is there?
Well, the
Social.
social aspect. Meeting up with people. They like to, get around.
Music.
Oh, as they do play music. They play the violin. I heard that a couple of days ago they were last night they were in here playing violin, and apparently it was quite a show. I didn't get to see it myself.
Some people over here
I've
said
heard
that
it
it
was
was
a
a
shame.
lovely change one.
What did you say?
No, go on.
Some people mentioned that it was quite the Amazing performance since she beat out someone and knocked their ego down a peg.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I wouldn't expect any less. They're quite talented at what they do.
Interested in hearing this violin being played myself. I am quite. I was just on the spot, sorry, but I was like, yeah, just to make it look like we're friendly. I'm trying to deceive
You
her.
see, her little like pseudo dragon kind of sniffs at your feet, just kind of like sniffing at you, kind of cautiously. But it doesn't do anything. Kind of sniffs at you.
Quite a lovely reptile you have there, my friend. I try to give him
Oh,
a scratch on the ears, or if a scratch on the head.
yes, this is my familiar. His name is Vulcan.
A lovely name.
Yes, he usually doesn't take to people very often, so it's interesting that he likes you.
I would hope so. I am quite the friendly person.
As I can tell.
Well, this was a nice encounter. It was very nice to meet you.
As it was to meet you. If you have any issues finding copper, I suppose you can let me know. I'll try my best to help you if you can't find them.
Thank you very much. You are very accommodating.
Of course.
Can I insight check just like kind of towards the end of this? Like, does she have some sort of like? Is there almost like a sense of a hidden agenda behind her words? Is what I'm trying to discern.
What do you mean
I wouldn't have
specifically?
advantage on the check because it's not really lies, is it? Huh?
What do you mean specifically? Like,
Like she says she wants to help us, but like, is she actually just trying to like, I don't know, get us over here so she can quickly report us, you know, or does she want us to come back and like guide us into a trap? Like, I just want to know if there's something more behind her words. She's trying, almost like she's saying one thing, but she actually is trying meaning another thing. If that makes sense.
yeah, you can try an insight.
I think there's hidden meaning to her words, or that like she is totally about to sell us the fuck out.
Yeah, go on. Insight.
That's not really for lies though, so would I have advantage on that?
Um, hmm. Probably not, because you're not looking
That's
for
your
a
call.
lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, go on. What you get? Ooh,
23.
damn, okay. Yeah, you get the impression that she's got some sort of alternative agenda. You don't specifically know what, but she's
Yeah.
definitely not 100% truthful.
So if we're walking away, are we walking away after that then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys want to
I'll
do
just
then?
kind of like place like I like just like lean down to the two of them. There's something off about her. We should probably watch her.
Perhaps I shouldn't have given her my real name.
It was
Just gonna
quite a
nod.
stupid mistake.
What was the fake
Yes.
name that you said, Umar?
Donican.
Donick. Okay, I want to write that down.
Why? Did I just?
Because I'm gonna forget it otherwise.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Well, I mean, she immediately asked about Ava, which means she probably works for Ava, which means that we're fucked. She's probably an actual Ava operative as opposed to Copper, who's like
An
infiltrating.
informant. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't know
But oh
that
well,
we're...
we can't do anything about it now.
Yeah, she doesn't know that we're like not. She doesn't know that we're White Rose.
Yeah.
But we kind of make it look like shady enough that look like we're on the bad side of the town. Like we're part of the bad people.
Well, you're currently on in the South District, which is considered the rougher area of the town, but this bar is a little closer to the like nicer area, but you're still technically in the Southern District. So you're kind of on the edge of like the nice part of town and the rough part of town.
She
Yes,
has
you get.
something to gain from us. I'm not sure what it is, but we cannot fully trust her. I am
Well,
worried that she will attempt to sell us out.
Well,
In some
perhaps
way.
we should stay away from her then.
An air of caution is
I was
advised.
going to say watch her to make sure she does not cause us issue.
That too would be quite optimal.
So what are you guys doing?
Oh, shouldn't we go to Core?
Yes.
Did you say core is on this street, Jadzia?
No. Core is you're heading back towards the White Rose to go to Core, and the other bar that you were told about, the Crimson Lounge, is that direction as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so both of them are
I
areas that
thought,
she could also along
and
the
they're
fire
closer
tunnels.
to the manor.
Yeah,
they?
they're both closer to the manor.
So I guess
And
they
what?
fall
So
under.
there wouldn't be a clear line of sight from there to here, would there be?
No.
Because what I'm thinking is, if we go to core, I could stay outside and keep an eye on the door, see if she leaves and tries to go anywhere shady.
No, there wouldn't be a clear line of sight from this tavern to that side of town.
Well, then I grant you this.
Go on.
I can if I jump, I can reach a height of like 13 feet.
What? How?
So
With
if
all
I
that
jump on top
armor.
of a
my
building,
God.
well, like the top of my hands. So if I jump on top of a building, right,
Yeah.
I
Go
can
on.
I can just stay on the roofs and keep an eye on the door here and keep an eye on core as well. I'm not actually doing this, but it's something I totally could do because I can see
Now,
for a whole ass mile.
Is
I'm
that a
not gonna
bird
argue
or
with
is that
you.
a plane? No, it's a wilted.
I'm not gonna argue with you because I do believe you can do that. But is that what you want to do?
J.
No, it's
Martin.
not. No.
Jim Martin.
John, do not
He's
encourage
gonna-
him.
No, he's saying, ah yes, the janky stuff begins. Jumping 12 feet.
Like, okay, I don't
You're
know
right.
how tall is a building? You know?
That's a good question, Ashley. I'm gonna...
Like,
Okay, Google.
10 foot is pretty reasonable assumption for like a single
How tall is a
story
building?
yeah, because I'm like, you could probably climb on top of a building if that's what you want to do.
So, 10 feet.
Yeah, okay,
An average
fine.
building is 10 feet, so...
Yeah.
I'm gonna
so I could
say,
easily jump onto,
if
yeah.
you climbed on top of a building, you could see from the area of town where Core is to the door of the Vigilant Reptile. I will.
because I
sure.
can't see for an entire mile.
Yeah, sure.
However, I don't think it's actually worthwhile doing. Though I do want to kind of like walk backwards ish, like with my back to one of these two,
Now,
for
I
as long
will
as
say-
we can still have a line of sight to the door.
A huge man on top of a fucking building is quite suspicious.
Yes, I would say it's quite...
Yes,
You're like
I'm aware.
6'6".
Someone
That's why
asked-
I'm not doing it.
Someone asked, what are you
I'm
doing?
6'3".
Someone asked what you're doing. He's like, just some maintenance.
Oh my
I'm literally
God.
6'3" and almost as wide. I'm probably
Yeah.
almost as wide as Ahlea is tall, so you know.
White poot. White
Like,
Putin.
that's gonna look sketch.
Yeah,
one
so I'm
will
just gonna
suspect
kind of like
anything.
walk like constantly looking back over my shoulder at the door, so to see if she like comes out by the time we like turn away from this road, because I will be able to see from the very end of this road.
Okay, so where are you guys going? Do you want to
Core?
discuss?
If he used to be at core, we go to core. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So you guys are gonna head to Core. I don't know if you guys have been there before. I'm gonna assume probably not. But it wouldn't be too difficult to find because it's kind of a like flashy place. So you guys you head out of the Vigilant Reptile and you're heading down towards the southern, like the very kind of outskirts southern side of the city. As you're walking down the street, you notice that the path adjacent to the club is like marked with red paint, which you assume is used for keeping people in like a queue. Although it's pretty like early in the evening now, and there's no sign of any like crowds outside. Once you reach the entrance, you see the full title of the club is painted in a metallic gray above the door. It says Core of the Night. You can hear distant music from inside, and it sounds like they're maybe setting up, but the club itself isn't open. Give me a sec. Gotta set up my thing. Do.
Is there an opening time listed on anywhere?
Well, you guys got Can you see your tokens, or are they? Oh, they're on the wrong layer. That'd do it.
This is the type of power 12th level characters. Yes, that is 100% correct.
Don't worry about the fact that Why won't I?
They
why
have
can't I-
149 health points. That too. I can't believe you
Oh, okay.
got that about it.
Ridiculous.
Wilted. Coming at you with the power of food.
Ridiculous. Okay. Oh well, you'd be over here actually.
It's 20 AC and then 149 health points. Fuck's sake.
I hate myself. I hate myself.
I could listen, if I just roll better and I had higher decks, I could have like 22 AC, man.
I just can't be dealing. Okay, so yeah, you see that like there's no like opening time on it, but the bar or the nightclub is open and the front bar is open. What are your guys' passive perception?
Let me check.
17.
Ah, let me look.
16.
What? What?
This is funny.
It's funny.
17.
Does it say 17 passive perception?
16.
12.
I don't know why I did that.
Okay, so who had the highest? 17?
Yeah.
I did 17.
17, okay. Yeah, you're when you're standing outside, you can hear that like there's an alleyway like here, kind of alongside the front of the bar or the nightclub. You hear that there are some voices down there. Kind of like further back, you can hear there are two people, like you can distinguish two separate voices. And they seem to be quite aggressive. One of them says, "Just give it to us. We can do this easily. You just hand it over, and we won't have to make this any more difficult than it needs to be. Just give it to us now."
I like peek down. Can I actually see anything down there?
You can.
You can.
Wait, no, actually, you have dark vision.
I have dark vision as well. I have 6 foot
You know
dark
what's
vision.
really funny? I don't.
Yeah.
What?
I
I do.
Say, you don't.
I have dark
Yeah,
vision
no,
60
like
feet.
when I hear the voices, I'll like gesture down. Will they not be lit? No.
No, it's the dark alley. It's not
Okay,
lit.
I'll gesture like at one of the other two, kind of to look down because I can't see, but I hear something.
I have dark vision.
Okay.
I'll look down the alleyway.
Yeah. I will too.
I gotta do this super carefully. Well, okay, there we go. Yeah, you see that
What
there
the-
are two figures that are like wearing like big black hooded cloaks. They seem to be cornering someone up against a barbed wire fence, but they're both like quite wide and burly, and you can't really make out the figure of the person that they're cornering up against the wall. They've got their backs to you entirely. And they just continue like pushing forward and like pressuring this person more, and they're like, "Give it to us. Just give us the amulet and we can end this whole thing. There won't need to be any blood spilt."
Sorry guys, I have to bother you, but I'll be gone for like 5 minutes. I'll be back in like. I have to do my prayers.
Rip gunslinger.
Yeah, gunslinger.
Do
This is
you
the
want to
one-
take a break then? For, like,
Sure. Yeah, that'd be great if you can. You guys
we've only got
continue.
we've only got 3 players, so I mean we may as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be back in like 10 minutes. Fair enough. Do you guys
Oh.
do you want me to leave the stream on? Does anybody want to keep talking? There's some people on the side who are listening.
Well,
Yeah, you guys
I,
if you want, I don't mind.
Okay, so fair enough. I'll see you guys later. I'll be back in like 5.
I'll see you guys in a couple minutes then.
Yeah, see ya.
Oof. Okay.
Hello, I am back.
Hey. No, I have typed out his name because, man, I got some real bastardizations of his name when I didn't type it out for people.
That's gonna happen, man.
Yeah. No, I had memes made, and then they had some weird spellings of his name.
It's good fun.
And
Players always
also,
get it wrong though.
yeah, that's why I'm like typing them.
Oops, that was bad. Abby.
All right, we good? Okay. So, what's going on here? You guys are looking down this alleyway.
Yep.
Yeah. So you see these two like
I'm still
hooded
listening.
figures, like pushing someone up against this barbed wire fence. You can't make out who it is because they're kind of like towering over them, and they're just continuously like pressuring and intimidating them and like pushing them back, and they just keep repeating like the same sort of spiel where they're like, "Give us the amulet, and we'll go. Just hand it back over,
And is
and
it the
we'll
person that's
leave you."
getting anything back?
No, they have not said a thing.
I'll just like look over to my two companions and just kind of whisper, "Do we intervene?"
I think we should not draw this attention to ourselves.
We could make it quick. I like pat my cloak back, my long coat back. I was just even just reveal the battle axe and like put a hand to it beneath the cloak.
We can make it quick.
That is a very conspicuous weapon.
Just kind of shrugs. It gets the job done.
Conspicuously.
Very conspicuous.
Down a dark alley.
I push my cloak away a little bit, reveal my holster with my pistol. This. Very.
That is loud.
I have a silencer. And I hope I do.
Perhaps we just talk.
I would hope that it resolution talking. Considering the atmosphere.
Hubert just kind of stands up straighter. I think they'll want to talk. Like rolls his shoulders a little bit.
Oh man, like you can't see
I have
it.
no doubt like that Hubert's like way bigger than these guys.
Yes, I'm like
Um,
5'8". I'm like 5'8".
Oh, I would say you are like a good bit bigger than him. Yes.
Yeah. Hope
Yeah,
so.
like height and width, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this matter, height and width need the wideness.
Dealing with people like that could get us things that we want. That could be copper.
May not be wrong. I cannot see. Let us give some aid to the person. Yes.
Don't worry about it. Nothing to worry about.
Kind of looks at Ahlea. Are you all right? I will walk first.
I am a very competent sorcerer. I will be fine.
Okay.
Hubert nods and just begins walking down the alley.
Cool. I think you can probably move yourself down the alley. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
Finally.
It's
and just
kind of
when I get in this distance, just like clear my throat at them.
yeah. You see one of the guys like turns around, and as he turns around, you get kind of a glimpse of the person that they're like intimidating. You see that they're like kind of gangly and short. They do have blue skin. They are a tiefling and have very like ooh, just hit it instead of revealing it. That was dumb. They have spiky black hair and like kind of tall dark red horns. They're wearing this long brown kind of trench coat, and you see that they have kind of like gleaming red eyes. One of these guys, like both of them turn around to look at you and say, "Do you have a problem?"
It seems like
Just
you
kind
are the
of
one.
look and just kind of nod at the tiefling. Sorry, go ahead. I'm just nodding at the tiefling. You can speak.
It seems like you are the one that has a problem with this small person here.
Alludes
Okay.
to the small.
They're not small, but okay.
Oh, they're not small. Okay.
They're like
with this.
they're like really skinny and like gangly, but they're like 5'10" ish.
Oh well, just say with this person here.
I don't think it's any of your business. I'm gonna say those of you who have dark vision, you would have no difficulty discerning that these people, they have very very pale skin and their eyes sort of glow red.
As you are fighting an innocent, it does make
I'd
it
be able
our
to see
business.
I'd be able to see the red glow. Yeah.
Yeah, the red glow. of the eyes.
Cool.
I don't think this is any of your business, and I think it would be best if you stayed out of it.
Or you
Tiefling, what is
decide
your
it if
name?
it is my business. Sorry, what?
Tiefling, what is your name?
My name? You don't really have to get involved here. Really, I've got this under control.
Are you sure
What's your
about
name?
that?
Can I roll intimidation? Like, just like grumble at him. What is your name? Try and get him to talk.
Yeah, you
Just-
can roll an
I just want one word.
intimidation.
I want to roll
I just
thaumaturgy.
need one word. I just need to get one word out of this goddamn tiefling.
You can roll intimidation.
I rolled terrible.
Okay,
Oh,
what do I roll
God.
against intimidation? Do I roll anything against intimidation?
I mean, you can kind of set the DC, to be honest. Like,
Yeah,
if this
okay.
guy's easily scared,
They-
which he looks like he probably is, it'd be low. But
They
if he's hard
kinda-
to scare, it'd be higher.
They kind of laugh at you and say,
No, I'm trying to intimidate the tiefling, just so you know.
yeah, They kind of laugh at you and say, you want to know my name?
It's important.
Oh, well,
Oops, sorry, my fault.
I'm okay on my own, honestly. I can deal with this.
Can I roll persuasion and be like, perhaps it is best if you tell us your name and maybe we can help you.
Go on.
Okay.
I love that these two, obviously vampires, are just standing here, like, listening to us, like, talk over them. They must be so pissed.
I don't doubt that.
They must be so angry.
They're like raging. Okay, you see the tiefling kind of like grins at you and says, "Oh, you can if you want, but I've got this." This vampire guy just steps like forward, and he says, "Stay out of this. It has nothing to do with you, unless you have some sort of connection to the tiefling here. Which, if you do, then we'll have to deal with you as well."
He matches the description we were given.
That he does.
Description. So you're involved with them, of course.
With who?
The
Who are you
tiefling.
involved with?
The thief.
The thief?
Thief is a really strong word. I wouldn't go so far as to say the word thief. If you're involved with them, then we'll deal with you as well. But if you're not, it would be best if you went on your way.
I'll
Okay, I'm
reiterate
thinking
it
of
again.
casting-
Sorry, go on.
I'm thinking of casting mass suggestion on the two of them. Maybe. Oh no, maybe not.
Mass suggestion?
Yeah, to get them to help us. Or maybe detect thoughts, actually. I don't know.
Oh, cool.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast detect thoughts with subtle spell.
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna check, is there a specific thing on detect thoughts for undead?
Oh, dead.
Yeah.
It doesn't say anything. I mean, they're vampires.
Oh, they're vampires. Okay.
No, it doesn't say anything. Okay. You just want to randomly detect thoughts, or do you want to like try and prompt them?
Well, she
Prompting-
automatically gets the surface thoughts. Doesn't she?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
I want to see if I can detect the name of this person as well.
Okay, so the person you're gonna do the vampire in front of you.
Yes. See if I can get the name of the tiefling as well.
Okay. He's just thinking like that. He's a thief and he stole from their lord, and they need to retrieve the amulet for their lord. That's like pretty much all they're thinking about, is they have to get the amulet back.
Okay. Can I?
Precious.
Okay. I guess that's
You
very
could read the
useless then.
tiefling. You can switch to the tiefling for free.
Yeah,
For
the
free.
tiefling.
Free.
I'll go to the tiefling then.
Yeah. Detect thoughts is just, you can just get surface thoughts, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
for free. They don't get any rolls or any shit.
Okay, the tiefling is just thinking, who are these people? What are they doing here? And can they get out of my way so I can get rid of these vampires?
Okay. That's very not helpful then.
Wait. Oh, okay, never mind. That's not me.
Is there
Sorry,
anything?
keep
Can
naming
I
him.
not
Sorry.
like pry deeper?
You can, yeah, and I make a wisdom save to see if I can stop you from prying deeper. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pry deeper to try and get a name
Okay, so
from the tiefling.
Yeah, what's your spell save DC?
17.
17. Damn. Okay.
It's
let
so
me just-
high, right?
That's really high. Okay, give me a second. Okay. So you try to pry deeper to get more information on this tiefling, and you kind of feel yourself hit a wall as if you are being completely blocked.
Ah, okay.
You don't get any further information.
All right.
And he knows you've done it now.
Mm-hmm. So, are you going to move along, or are you going to make this more difficult than it needs to be?
Difficulties.
Well, if you're causing trouble to a person that we have business with, I'm afraid that we need to get to the person we need to have business with.
So
If
you're
you let us have a
working
discussion with them, I'm sure we can be out of your hair.
How do we know that they're not just going to hand over the amulet to you and you're going to leave with it?
Hubert just holds his hands in the air. I'll keep my hands here.
I guess roll persuasion to try and convince them.
Yeah, because he means it.
Yeah. Yeah, roll persuasion. You do.
I clicked the button, but it's not. There we go. Oh, I love all my good rolls in D&D. I get so many good rolls.
I just heard you say that before I checked the number, and I thought it was like a 20 or something. Yeah, they are not convinced. We're not really going to let you do that. Do you seriously think that we're going to let you just walk past here and talk to them? Once we get the amulet from them, you can do whatever you wish, but they're not really willing to hand it over. Well, the reason I'm not going to hand it over is because I don't have any amulet.
This would all be much easier if you just told us your name, Tiefling.
Why is my name important to you?
Because then I know if you're the one I'm looking for.
Well, that sounds incredibly ominous. I don't know if I want to be the one you're looking for.
Not to worry, we do
You-
not have bad intentions.
Okay, yeah, sure. Everyone with bad intentions says that.
Zillti just
You know,
scoffs.
Tiefling, these vampires looked like they were going to get violent with you. If we got violent with them, would that cause you great issue?
Great issue? What do you mean? I can deal with
Would
them.
you mind if we... Would you mind our help with that?
I can deal
I say
with
over
it.
the vampires' heads.
I can deal with that. I have no problem. Look, how about you just let me deal with them, and then I'll come talk to you.
Where shall we
Yeah,
meet?
Outside the alley.
Wait.
Yes, you guys going along with that?
Yeah, I guess if you keep on going and saying that he can handle it, then he can definitely handle it. We'll just keep
I'm just gonna
watch.
stand at the end of the alley, this watch.
Yeah,
Like,
me
so
too.
just, like,
Okay,
straight
yeah,
into
you're
the
gonna-
alley.
I'm just gonna
So
watch.
take a couple steps back in the stare.
Got popcorn.
If they
I'm
make any,
eating it.
if they like are violent towards him, then I will like step in.
Yeah. Me too.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the plan. That's the plan.
So I'm taking like a step
Awesome.
back, you know,
Awesome.
and just watching.
Give me a
Arms crossed.
second. Yeah, that's fine. Are all of you stepping back?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay, the vampires stare at you guys and wait for you to like step like all the way out of the alley. They're waiting for you to leave. One of them, so the one who's standing like in front, is just staring at you guys, waiting for you to leave. The other one has like properly pressed like this tiefling up against the barbed wire. I almost said their name. Up against the barbed wire, like properly pressed them fully up against it. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Hubert is going to continue standing there.
Go on.
Leave further? No, I have to wait for the tiefling.
Fine. They're just okay. The vampire very slowly like backs away, but is still watching you. And their like partner starts to like kind of aggressively like pat down the tiefling, like searching for something. And the tiefling has just got their arms like up back against the fence, and you don't have dark vision, but you'll probably still be able to see this. You see that they kind of have their arms like crossed up against their head, and you see that their fingers sort of crackle with this like blue flickering light, and they sort of like eye you as if they're trying to like signal to you to leave.
I'll like back out of the alley.
Yeah. So you guys are
Looks
just
like a
standing
private
like
moment.
on the outside of the alley. Are you staring like down
Yep.
the alleyway? Okay. Yeah, you see.
Oh, I'm waiting for the tiefling.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
We're just
So
standing
you
there
see
watching it happen. It's free entertainment.
these two vampires both like push closer. One of them fully like slams them back against the barbed wire fence and goes to like attack them. And kind of like swings at their face like with a fist to like punch them. You see the other one sort of bares their fangs like they're ready to like bite them. You see the tiefling still has their hands like above their head. Their hands become completely engulfed in this like swirling blue flame, which wraps all the way back down their arms, and they create this bright ball of blue fire above them, and it like sinks down to the ground and explodes in this like explosion of like blue flame. It completely engulfs the two vampires, and it completely engulfs them. So all you can see are the three figures standing in this ball of flame.
Shit. Damn.
Violence.
Yeah.
Hubert is immediately taking out his axe and running down, like charging.
No.
Are you going
Like
into
40 foot of
combat?
movement.
Oh, great. Combat on the first session.
Are you going into
Yeah.
If there's been an offense taken, I'm joining in.
There has been.
Yep, definitely.
Okay, you guys are going into combat?
Well, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well you're all rolling initiative then.
I would not have chosen this, but I guess we're doing it.
Yay.
I guess we are doing it. Oh, let me open
Oh,
up.
I've advantage on initiative. I forgot.
Oh, why is there... Okay. You have advantage on initiative?
I rolled 6 twice.
Where are my vampire stats?
I have the shittest luck.
No, the first time you rolled pretty good, but gone to shit now.
What did you get? 6? Oof.
Twice.
Oof.
I'm the tank. I'm supposed to like always go first and stuff. Get in position.
Well, so much for that. 20. 20's pretty good. Let me roll for the other lads. You're gonna see this dude's name, but you know who it is. There's not that many blue tieflings around. Let's be real. Oh. Ahlea, what's your dex?
It is. Let me check. 12.
So, like, what's the modifier?
1.
Plus 1.
Yeah.
Okay, the vampires are going first. But we gotta calculate how much damage those boys just took from Fireball.
Fire. I can't believe this boy just
Fireball.
fireballed himself.
Yep. You can attempt to like perception check if you want to see how they're doing. If you'd like. I'll let you do that for free. Okay.
Okay, perception check.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll lead with that.
You want to see how hurt they are by fireballing themselves.
Yeah.
Okay. From where you are, you can tell that they.
Including the tiefling.
Oh, you want to see the vampires and the tiefling? How
Yeah, just to
hurtful.
make sure. The vampires I'm assessing is like how much more until they go down, but I want to make
Okay.
sure the tiefling didn't just fucking kill himself.
let me just do damage for fireball.
That would be a bad turn of events.
Moment. You guys can't see that. Okay. Damn, that was some good damage. Okay. From what you can tell, the vampires look like they're singed. They definitely took a significant amount of damage from the fireball. The tiefling looks absolutely unfazed. Okay, so the
I mean,
vampires
they're
are.
resistant, so that makes sense.
Well, I'm gonna say since you got such a high perception, it looks like they took no damage at all.
Cool.
Vampires.
No, the tiefling.
Oh, yeah.
The tiefling.
You probably know what that means.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. You know enough D&D, you might know what that means. Okay, so the vampires. One of them is going to attack you. Hubert is going to try and. Un moment, where is my thing? Yeah, is gonna first turn around and try to like punch you. I just, haha, does a 23 hit?
Yes.
Probably the only hit I'm gonna get in.
And it's before my rage too.
You take 13 points of bludgeoning damage. As this vampire just spins around on his heels and just decks you in the face, like full on punches you in the face. And then he kind of lunges at you and wraps his arms around you, and he's going to attempt to grapple you. Can you make me a strength saving throw, I believe?
Curse. No, it's not athletics.
Strength or
I mean,
athletics?
same thing, to be honest, for me.
Yeah, same thing.
This is before I have advantage as well. I don't have advantage until next turn.
I see. Yeah, you are grappled.
This was the problem
by
with not going
vampire.
first.
You're grappled. And while you're
Curses,
grappled,
okay.
Vamp is gonna try and bite you. Let's see, can the oh, okay. Yeah, the vampire grapples you. You see him like bare his like sharp fangs and lunge forward at you to try and like sink his teeth into your neck. You were like grappled, but you still have like your heightened reflexes, and you're able to like quickly dodge out of the way, and the teeth just kind of scrape down your neck, and he doesn't properly get to sink them in. Okay.
Okay.
We have a second vamp here, and as you're grappled, so vamp's not going to go for you. This vampire is going to continue to focus on Copper and is going to attempt to like jump at them and like pin them to the ground. And successfully does that. So you see this vampire over here, seeing you guys approach, runs forward at Copper and just slams them down into the ground and like pins them on the ground. And they like seem to be really focused on searching through their pockets looking for something. Okay. Ahlea.
Would they have changed space?
Well, this one's, I guess, like on top of Copper, so like on the same space
Okay,
as
hold
them
on.
because they've
I
like.
want to see if I don't know if grapple stops opportunity attacks.
It probably does, but you can check.
I think I just have disadvantage on it, but I'm trying to load it, but my phone's slow as fuck. I'm sorry.
Your speed becomes 0. It doesn't say anything about it.
Nope,
so...
it doesn't. It doesn't stop it. I don't even have disadvantage on attacks, so I would get an opportunity attack. If that's okay.
Yeah, go on.
Dope. That would be one-handed battle axe. I'm not angry yet.
You're not angry yet. Not yet
No, I get to
angry.
be angry next turn.
Right at the end of initiative. Laugh.
Yeah, I'm so mad about that. There's a 19 hit.
A 19 does hit. So, describe to me what are you doing? Are you like slashing at this vampire, or are you like throwing
Well,
it?
I already have I already have my battle axe out in one hand before I got grappled. But
Yeah.
basically, like through the grapple, like while like flailing, trying to get out of it, and like swing as he like I see him jump, kind of swing almost at his legs to like almost like slice him. I'm trying to like almost catch him and like keep him off the tiefling. Obviously, I can't do that, but I'm like slashing at his legs as he turns his back to move away from me.
Yeah. So, roll damage.
I rolled a natural 1. I fucking hate this game.
This is
On damage.
that's very
so sad.
tragic. That's so sad.
That's genuinely
sad.
tragic.
Yeah, well, you are grappled and you don't really get a proper swing at this guy, but you do kind of nick him along like the back of his leg, and he does seem pretty annoyed by this, but it doesn't stop him from like jumping on top of Copper. Okay, so Ahlea.
Cool.
I am going to cast Firebolt on the vampire with the blue token in the corner.
Firebolt?
Yeah, Firebolt.
Yeah, okay, you can roll to attack. Thought we were doing a fireball there.
I didn't do it for some reason. Let me try again.
Oh.
Did it do it now?
Oh, that's a nat 1.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Yeah, you're kind of at a weird angle here, and like you're just kind of shocked by everything that's happened. You just saw like Hubert, who is probably like the
wait.
buffest guy
Really
that
quick,
you have seen.
she's advantage.
Does she have
she's
advantage? Oh,
advantage.
flanking.
Why?
No, she's beside me.
Yeah, flanking. Sorry.
No, sorry. The enemy is beside me, which means that Oh no, sorry. I'm not raging. Never mind. Sorry. Are you using flanking
never
rules?
mind. Well, I would be, but
I just meant my wolf
one of
one.
you is prone and the other one is grappled. So.
Yeah.
I thought you were
flanking-
talking
I
about
don't
flanking.
really
Never mind.
No,
Okay, yeah. So
I meant my wolf totem. Sorry.
yeah, I'm gonna say you're pretty shaken by the fact that you just saw Hubert, who is probably like the biggest, like strongest dude that you've seen, just get grappled by this vampire and like grabbed, and is being like held by this vampire. And when you try to shoot the firebolt at them, you kind of just it kind of veers off and just about misses, and kind of just hits the wall behind them. So
Oh.
Right. Okay. Zillti.
Wait. Is spiritual weapon is also a spell? Yeah, that is a spell.
It's a spell.
I don't want to use.
It's a bonus action spell.
I'll just go with light crossbow. Like I want to keep a range right now, seeing as I do have decent that for now.
Yeah. Which one are you shooting?
Light crossbow. Oh, I'm shooting the one with the red token.
Okay.
Farthest and near copper.
Okay. They're kind of on top of Copper. Give me a second. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So that just about hits. I'm gonna say that it's kind of difficult for you to like properly hit them. They're kind of behind a couple of people. They are like almost crouched on top of Copper, but you're really adept with a crossbow. You know exactly what you're doing, and you manage to like perfectly strike the vampire. Roll me damage.
1d8.
Just click on the words light crossbow and it'll roll damage for you.
I didn't do that now.
No, in the chat, click on the light crossbow underneath the roll.
So that's
There you go.
5.
Oh, oh. Guys, these are some rolls. Okay.
By all definitions, these are
You have
damage.
2 attacks because you are fighter, so you can attack again.
Oh, sweet. How much damage did he take? The one with the red token.
Well, you can tell it didn't do an awful lot of damage, but you know it hurt, it stung, but it didn't
Definitely
seem to do a lot.
Yeah, I don't want to make like it obvious that we're fighting or anything, so I can't use my pistol. So I'm just gonna go and see if I can do a melee attack. So I'm gonna use my mace.
Yeah, you want to like move in.
Yeah, I want to move. Oh come on! What is that?
Well, you'd move in here. Yeah,
Yeah.
you go to swing this mace down. It's probably like pretty obvious that you're gonna swing a mace. You know, you have to kind of like line it up and swing down. The vampire sees it coming and rolls out of the way.
Oh, come on.
Okay. Copper's turn. Copper's gonna try and break out of this grapple. They sure fucking don't. Okay, yeah, this vampire continues to pin Copper to the ground and continues to like rifle through their pockets. Copper's kind of like squirming on the ground and is like making it pretty hard for them, so they haven't found what they're looking for yet. But they are still being grappled and like held onto the ground. Hubert, it's finally your turn.
Okay, so bonus action rage.
Yeah, of course.
Because why the fuck would I do anything else?
Uh-huh.
And I don't see a reason not to just try and kill the fucker who's grabbing me.
Do you have to break out of the grapple to
So-
do that? Or no? You
No,
probably...
no, I don't.
No, I don't think
you
you
don't
do.
have to break out of a grapple to attack.
No, you don't. Okay, go on.
So I'm gonna keep attacking the guy who's grappling me, like.
Yeah, go on. So roll to attack.
So I'm gonna like grab my battle axe in 2 hands and just like swing at him.
Yeah.
I also want to use my reckless attack for advantage.
Okay.
Swing.
When you're raging, does it doesn't count as a magical attack, or no? It's still a standard attack.
It would be. I don't think I have anything that means that I have magical attacks.
No, okay.
That's still a 27.
Regardless, that is definitely going to do it. Yeah, you got the vampire is trying to grapple you. Seems pretty pleased with himself that he's managed to grapple you, and you just heft your battle axe. You go into a rage, and you figured out like precisely how you need to swing it while still being grappled to still do like the optimal amount of damage. So roll your damage.
Oh yeah. And that was an actual 1? What the fuck is this game?
Wow.
I'm angry.
You're
I'm doing it
angry?
again.
You're
But
what?
yeah, so that's 9 slashing.
Jesus. This is blue guy. Oh, whoops. Wrong one. 22 is for sure going to hit. So yeah, you can roll damage on that.
About damn time I get a decent roll.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, you swing, you slash into this guy, like cut through his like long, flowy, kind of like, you know, edgy black vampire robe, and then you like swing again, and you do even more damage on the like the recoil, because you swing down and then you get kind of a like momentum going on the second one, and you just hack into this guy with your big axe. He seems pretty fucking shaken.
Nice.
And
now they'll both have advantage on attack rolls against me.
They both have okay. First thing okay. Yeah, despite the fact that you know, you've kind of like torn a chunk out of this vampire, he seems to regain a new kind of vigor. and he is going to like attack you again. He's going to try and bite you. He seems pretty pissed. Oh, they have advantage?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna assume that's gonna hit because that's a 28. Yeah, the vampire he seems to regain a new kind of vigor. He's standing here in this dark alleyway. This is his perfect like he's in his element here, and he lunges forward and sinks his teeth into your neck. How much damage? Let me check. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, I have enough dice now. I got my new sets of dice now. I have enough dice so I can roll like a load of them.
Nice.
Okay.
I wish I had dice.
So you take 6 points of piercing damage as the teeth like sink into your neck, and then you take huh?
Is that halved?
Fuck me. Okay, 1 second.
Because
I'll just get the total and half the total. Well, is all damage halved?
No, it only halves bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Oh, okay. So instead of 6, you take 3 points of piercing damage, and then you take 12 points of necrotic damage. Your max HP is reduced by the amount of necrotic damage that you took, so it's reduced by.
What? I didn't get a save on
13.
that? What?
No, it just straight up is.
It is
Fuck
what it is.
vampires, man.
It just is. So your max HP is reduced by 13.
Oh no.
Okay.
And the vamp is gonna regain.
I just realized I don't have my health written.
Oh well.
That's maximum points is 84, but never rolled for that.
No,
No,
that's
you don't roll for HP.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Current hit points.
you probably just did that off the average, I think. Okay, and
Yeah.
then the vampire gets a second attack. So after biting you successfully, he's going to just try to kind of like punch at you, just wildly swing. Yeah, that's gonna miss. So yeah, he's bitten you, sinking his teeth in. He seems to have like seriously regained some sort of like strength from successfully doing this, and he swings at you to try and hit you. He seems to have gotten a bit cocky with himself, and he just straight up swings past and misses. Okay, this vampire, the red one, is going to turn to you, Zillti, because you're the one who shot him, and he is going to just he gets up from Copper. Copper's still just lying prone, and he's just going to turn around and try to like punch at you. Does a 15 hit? Zilty?
Oh no, it doesn't.
No, okay. And 8. This is 16?
Nope.
No, okay. Yeah, so he gets up, he tries to just like clobber at you with his fist. He's just trying to strike you as hard as he possibly can. And he seems like to almost stumble because he's getting up off the ground, and he just completely just missteps and stumbles, and he swings at you. One of them misses. He goes again, and he just kind of like brushes across your chest, and it doesn't even like really bother you at all. Yeah, that's all they can do. Ahlea.
Okay, I'm gonna move up to about here. I'm gonna cast poison spray on the like one closest to me.
Yeah. Do I roll a save for that, or do you roll to
Yes,
attack?
I think so. Let me double check.
Poison spray.
Yeah,
I
you
think
have
it's
to
con
make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Okay. What's your DC?
17.
Okay. Yeah, he fails. So what happens when you like spray poison out of your hand, I think.
Yeah, and it's like 3d12 damage.
Okay.
Well, I think it rolled it there.
Oh my god. Okay.
Fucking hell.
What the
Jesus.
fuck?
Yeah,
12
you.
plus 12 plus 1.
What a roll. Yeah, you walk up to this vampire. You just like hold out your hand, and it like pops this poisonous gas into his face. He stumbles backwards, coughing and spluttering. Like he's like choking. This is the blue one. Okay. Yep. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. So Zilti, it's your turn.
Guiding. A mace it is again.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, thank goodness! I was like, I landed on 2. I was gonna cry.
Yeah. So this guy, he tries to punch you, he misses, and then he just barely hits you. It does nothing. You just swing the mace. Where are you aiming? You just swing it
Across
at
the
him?
face.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So roll damage.
My God.
How is that one?
How did I get a
It
1?
should be. You should have more than that because you should be adding
Oh,
stuff to that.
wait. How do
The
I?
strength modifier, yeah.
Yeah.
You should.
I've 10 in my strength.
Oh, it's
Oh,
plus
then no,
0.
you don't.
Do you not have proficiency in mace? As a cleric?
No,
Cleric.
he does. He has proficiency, but no strength.
Yeah, because I put everything else into the wisdom and
So it's
dexterity.
1 plus, like, what's your proficiency? 3? 4?
Umar,
It's-
have
I have
you
a- I have
applied
a
ability
4
score improvements? Because your dex is
4.
only like 14.
I have a 4 proficiency. I don't think so. No.
Yeah, but okay,
I
I
didn't.
feel like your stats aren't quite right. Because I don't know what your wisdom is, but you only have 14 dex, and if you're focusing on dex, it should definitely be higher than
I
that.
have 15 dex.
Well, 15, but you only have a +2. Like, it should definitely be higher than that.
Huh.
Have you applied your ASIs?
I don't think so. No. Well, me
From
and
from
Jetsia
your
were doing
levels?
spells. The only thing we put our attention to was spells because there was a shitload of.
I thought you had them done. No, I didn't even look at the stats.
The only thing I mainly did was looking
Does
over
he
my
look at his
weaponry.
stats just to make sure?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I don't
pretty
think.
sure his stats are too low.
Yeah, he probably didn't, but
No.
yeah, they don't look. Yeah.
We'll fix
Oops.
it up next round or whenever we have time.
Wait. How many should you have? 1 second.
Let's check now. Check.
I'll
I
check
don't know what his
fighter.
multiclass is. What's his multiclass?
A fighter and a
Um,
cleric. Life cleric.
You should
Fighter
have
what?
1 fighter 5, cleric 7.
In which case, he should have 2 ASIs.
Yeah.
1 for fighter, 1 for cleric.
What should I add
So
them in
put-
then? Strength and intelligence.
I'd say dex and wisdom.
So how much would it change? Is it be a 16 for dexterity then?
Hold on, Jazzy, are you looking at the stats? You're probably better
Yeah,
than
I'm
me.
looking at them. So he gets to add 4 points, right?
Yeah.
So put 3 in dex and bring dex up to 18, and then put 1 in wisdom and bring it up to 16.
Sorry, can you say that again? Didn't hear.
Bring dex up to 18 and bring wisdom up to 16.
Dex up to 16.
Mhm.
Will do.
In fairness, he rolled bad.
Yeah,
also on
that's
his
true.
stats.
Yeah,
That's
true.
pretty honest. Yeah.
Okay, so then you should have done 5 damage because you would have added your proficiency. Oh boy. Okay, you get to attack again.
Hey. So how much damage did that do on the land?
5.
As far as 5 damage.
The thing I rolled was me testing. Did you click the right thing?
Okay, so fire. This still didn't
You
work.
have to roll to attack.
Oh, okay. Wait, what do I roll?
Just click on the mace.
Oh,
No, click on mace.
and oh, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, you You swing the first time you swing at him. You kind of like clobber him on the side of the head, but he doesn't seem like that phased. And you swing back and go to do it again, and you just like kind of glide across his cloak, sort of like tearing some of it with the mace. But he seems more angry than he is hurt.
Thanks.
Okay. It is Copper's turn. Copper is going to get back up onto their feet, and you see them like stand up, and they kind of like hold their hands like above their head, like aiming up at the sky. You see that a bright light like shimmers out from their hands and surrounds all of you, and it feels like standing in this dark alleyway that it is the middle of the day. Like it feels like the sun is beating down on you, even though you know it's like 9 p.m. It feels like it's the middle of the day. So that's what they're doing. They cast a
Nice.
spell. Okay, Hubert,
Oh, that's me.
that's you.
Okay, I'm gonna do what every barbarian does.
Go on.
I
Hit.
have one thing I can do.
Hit. Hit.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, pretty much. The swing axe. So
Swing
I'm gonna do
axe.
that twice.
Swing axe. Go on, swing axe. Oh,
That's critical.
that'd be a crit.
I have brutal critical. I do extra damage on crits.
Oh no. Oh no. Is that with your extra damage on crit?
Yeah, that's my extra as well.
Okay.
So that would
Okay.
be 31 damage on that hit.
Jesus.
And I get another attack.
Go on, go on.
I'm using reckless attack, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Damn, that's a 19. That's not a crit. Stupid. Okay, my roll 20 is being weird. 1 second. Ah, okay. So for some reason, Jaddy, can you click the damage? Because for some reason, roll 20 is doing a weird thing and won't let me.
Oh, okay. 18. Jesus. Okay.
Dope. That's
Yeah,
49
you
damage each turn.
you just absolutely like hack like chunks of this vampire. You're just like cutting up his cloak. You're like slashing into his shoulder and then swinging back and like cutting back into his like chest. You just he's got you grappled, and that kind of just makes him an easier target.
Oh, that's why you couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
You got kicked out.
You think I'm trapped in here with you? No. You're
You're
trapped in here with
You're
me.
trapped in here with me. Oh man, the Watcher.
That's your turn, yeah.
I don't have a bonus action, I don't think.
Okay,
So
yeah.
yeah.
These vampires, you notice that as a result of the spell that Copper is cast, this bright light seems to sizzle and burn against their skin, and they're visibly harmed by it. Yeah. Regardless, this vampire that you have grappled is going to do his best to attack you. So let's see if he can.
Now I have him grappled, the fool. He's advantage.
He has advantage, thank fuck. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
just assume you have advantage on me.
Yeah.
Assume that all of us have advantage on all enemies.
Oh Christ. Maybe that you should have just kept advantage automatically as a thing. Yeah. This vampire, he does his best to try and hit you back, but you have visibly harmed him. Like you've really slashed into him. You've cut him up, and the like bright light from the spell the Copper is cast has hurt him as well. And he just cannot hit. He just gets so close and just barely misses. He attempts to hit you twice. He misses both of them.
Yay.
Nice.
The red vampire is going to go for Zillti.
Fuck off.
Does an 18 hit?
Okay, my 18 is my AC, so I don't know if that hits.
It does hit.
It hits, yeah, on AC. Okay.
Yeah, then it hits, yeah.
I'll roll the other one. The other one was also an 18.
Are you
How
kidding me?
strange.
That is.
Um,
I feel some kind of. Can I roll insight into that bullshit?
it was. I'm rolling physical dice. The vampire lurches at you, fangs bared, and attempts to bite you. He sinks his teeth into your neck. Let's see how much damage you boys doing. Oh, look at all my dice. I have so many dice.
Stop rubbing in my face.
I want dice. I'm ordering dice.
Okay. You take 5 points of piercing damage, and you take 14 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
Your max HP is reduced by 14. Remember what your previous max HP was because it will recover on a long rest. I think it was 84.
Max is 8. Yeah.
Remember that because it will recover on a.
Eh.
Oh, Sheen, do you remember what yours was? It was like something stupid. It was 149, right?
149.
Yeah, that's fine. And then he is going to attempt to. So he bites you, and then he rears his head back, and he's just gonna try and headbutt you. He just like whacks his head into you, and he's going to deal 7 points of bludgeoning damage from
I hate
headbutting you. Okay, Ahlea,
How much
I'm
damage
gonna-
overall?
how much damage total? 25. Okay. We're all still doing fine. We're still living.
We're still alive. That's what matters.
Peasant damage.
Peasant damage. Okay, Ahlea.
I'm sorry, we can't all afford to have 149 HP.
I'm gonna do the same thing again. The exact same thing. Just
Poison
spray.
spray?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, roll to do that. Can? Okay. Oh, I have to make a con save.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He fails. Yeah.
It's
You.
really unfortunate you rolled so high the first time. Because now all the other rolls look low, you know what I mean?
I mean, this is a
When you
good
roll
roll.
25 the very first time you use the spell.
That's still a good roll. Like 17 is still pretty good.
Yeah, it is,
Especially
that's the
since
thing.
it's like poison damage, you know. It's a cantrip, which is something
nuts.
else. Yeah. So you do the same thing again. You just spray poisonous gas into this guy's face, and he still looks like pretty like affected by this and stumbles backwards, like kind of coughing. This guy is looking rough.
I think I can convert. I can't remember what it's called, but from the thingies I can convert a spell into a bonus action.
Yeah, quicken spell.
Yeah, quicken spell. I took that one.
Yeah.
So can I like do firebolt and use one of my points and do that space as well?
Sure. Yeah. Roll for a firebolt.
You'd have advantage.
Christ.
Would I?
Need advantage, but yeah.
The enemy's within 5 feet of me.
Roll for crit. Just
crit. How do I do that?
Just roll again and see do you get a nat
roll
20.
Again.
That hits, but roll again and see do you get a nat 20.
Oh, a nat 20. Okay. Sorry. There we go.
It's the exact same. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. You hit this guy with the poisonous gas, and then you just like switch hands, shoot him with a firebolt, and he's looking real bad. This dude.
Nice.
Looking pretty bad. Okay, Zillti.
Can I run back a little bit?
Can you what?
Can I run back a little bit?
He will get an opportunity attack on you if you move.
Fuck it. I'll just go.
But you can do it because there's no guarantee he'll hit.
Nah, rather not give him the chance. I'll go for another mace attack if I can.
Yeah.
You should attack the one in front of me because you get advantage on it because of my wolf spirit.
Okay, well, yeah, sure. I'll attack that one. Can
Yeah.
I?
Okay, you get advantage then. Yeah. So roll again.
I do that again?
Also, that should be a 16. You're not adding your strength. You're not adding your
Oh,
strength there for some reason.
No, he is. He still has a low strength. He boosted Dex.
and wisdom.
Oh, Dex is what you boosted.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, never
Because
mind.
he's
then.
supposed to normally be shooting ranged weapons, but he's like in close. He's in
Combat
melee
right
range
now.
right now.
Yeah, yeah.
If you have a dagger, you should be using it because it'll have more damage.
I don't have a dagger. I have a mace.
Because he
Can I-
started as cleric and he took a crossbow. So
Yeah. So should I roll for the advantage instead of the normal?
Okay, sorry.
Or
Yeah.
mace? Yeah.
roll for.
Yeah, roll the
Yeah. Oh, okay. There's a one.
Oh, come. I'm lucky.
that-
Thank you. Thank you for.
that still doesn't do it.
Aw.
Yeah, you take up your mace, you swing at this vampire. You just watch your two like companions absolutely like maul him and then poison him, set him on fire, and you just kind of like sort of stumble and don't fully strike him hard enough to actually hurt him.
Oh,
Just
that's
kind
us.
of bounces off him. Okay. Copper, seeing you like beat the crap out of this like middle guy is going to try to attack, and they are going to. Let me just roll. Perfect.
advantage.
Oh, advantage. Well, let's see. Okay, it hit anyway. Yeah, you see the kind of blue flames swirl around Copper's hand, and they shoot a firebolt at this vampire's back. How much damage does firebolt do? Let me just check.
Not enough.
Firebolt. Not enough. You sure? We'll do a good amount. I'll roll it in the GM rolls so you don't see it. Oh, that was some shitty rolls. Yeah, they shoot a firebolt at the back of this vampire. He kind of like lurches forward. He's clearly like burned by this, but he's doing fine. That's gonna be Copper's turn.
Compared to like what happened before.
Yeah. Okay, Hubert.
I'm gonna do what Hubert does best.
Swing axe.
Ooh.
Swing axe with advantage.
Swing axe.
I
Oh
presume
my-
that hits.
My roll 20's glitching, but what did you get? Oh, 20. Yeah, that
25?
hits. That hits. Yeah. Okay.
I'll do it again.
Yeah, do your second one.
Mom, do it again.
I just turned into
22.
Goofy.
You keep rolling so high.
22 with the battle axe.
Can I get a freaking yearly subscription to that robe? Well done.
I just roll
What's
it
your-
well on attacks.
Do your damage on the second one.
It's only 14. It's not that much.
Okay.
Enough.
Yeah. So you
That
You,
totals 23.
continue to swing axe at this vampire as you do. You like slash into him. You keep like going for the same places that you've been hitting before, you know, just continually tearing into the same wounds. This vampire like sort of like crumples to the ground. He is looking really, really rough, but he is still alive.
Is he still grappling me at this point?
No, I'm gonna say he's not.
He
The
can let
man-
go.
The man is almost dead. And on that note, he kind of crumples, he kind of sinks to the ground. He's barely standing, and suddenly the spell that the Copper cast, the bright glowing light, just surges with power and singes him, and he disintegrates to dust.
Be insane.
Just gonna when I see this, gonna point my axe at the other one and say, "We need that one alive."
Questioning. Agreed.
He's
Would like to do
dead. Dead. What are you saying? You're leaving the
I was
other
gonna point
vampire
the other one
alive?
and be like, "We need that one alive."
Okay. He does hear you say that, but regardless, he is going to try and attack Zillti.
Bastard. Yeah, sure. Roll against me. Try something.
Is an 18
Yes. Gosh.
and a 20. Not nat. Not nat. Okay. He hears you say this, but despite that, he did just see his friend get like disintegrated into ash. So he is going to just swing at the closest thing to him, and he just kind of wildly like punches. He hits you square in the face, like hits you on the nose. Let's roll some damage for you, boy. Okay, you take 20 points of bludgeoning damage. That's total. As he just like punches you in the face. Okay, Ahlea.
Okay.
This dude's
I
dead.
don't want to spam things, but poison spray is a cantrip, and it's quite powerful. So
Then do it.
yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Are you gonna like move in closer to the guy? I don't know if you even need to.
Yes. Let me measure it because it's.
Do you not have 10 foot now?
Yeah, it's 10 foot, so I'm gonna measure the distance. I might be able to stay. Yeah, I can stay where I am. He's 10 foot away from me.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, I have to make a con save for the vamp. Yep. Okay. So yeah, you just continue doing what works, and you're gonna shoot poison at the other vampire. So, he has not been hit with a poison spray yet, and he is pretty shaken, like he's shocked, and kind of like stumbles backwards. He looks pretty like harmed by it, but he is still looking like pretty good compared to the state of the other guy who just got like kind of teamed up on. Okay, Zillti. What are you doing?
Real quick, Jadzia.
Yes.
I meant to say it before, but when that other one died, I wanted to move up closer to this one, like move in to like make my presence. Like I meant to say, but you moved on to the next turn. Sorry.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, it doesn't make much of a difference.
Another mace attack is it?
Yeah, you're gonna. I thought you were leaving this guy alive, but okay.
Oh well, I'm trying to see if I can get him damaged enough that he isn't a bother to me anymore. Is that possible? Well, if I go for a low bludgeoning it.
We still need to knock him out and like
Not kill
secure
him.
him.
Okay. Sure.
Get him off me. Does that work?
Yeah. That's gonna hit. You can roll again. You get 2 attacks.
Roll again.
You also have advantage now.
Actual advantage.
So I'm standing beside it.
Yeah. Then what can I do to make it look? Can I just punch him in the face? To knock him out.
Punching him in the face would probably do more damage than the mace is going to do.
I'm just gonna punch him in the face.
It's an unarmed strike, right?
Yeah.
It's actually 1+ strength, which is the exact same as what he's been doing every goddamn time.
Oh well, then
damage.
Just hit him with the mace.
I find damage rolls in this game are like on roll 20, damage rolls are really shit. They almost always roll 1s. I found.
Oh.
This is combat and a half. Okay, one of those does hit. The first one, the 18 does hit. I don't think you need to worry about like not killing him because the mace is not doing a lot of damage to him regardless.
Thank goodness.
You're kind of just pissing him off.
That's good. At least he'll be hasty.
Don't
kill me.
Right, Copper kind of like turns and looks at you, Hubert, kind of assuming you're the one in charge, and says, "You killing this one?"
We can question it.
Question him? You want to question him? I mean,
hope to get information.
I mean, sure. You want me to just hurt him a little bit more then, or take him out?
We need him pacified.
Of course. Well, I'm sure you've picked up by now. You kill him while my sunlight spell is up, and he's gonna disintegrate. I'll just continue. I'll just continue hitting him, man. Jesus Christ! I get a
I love
victory.
that we're having this conversation while this vampire is getting bonked by a mace. And we're just like casually going, yeah, we won't kill him yet. We'll hurt him, but don't kill him yet.
Yeah, Copper just kind of points their finger and shoots a firebolt at this vampire. He sort of like falls back against the wall, but he's not really that bothered. You know, he looks like it hurt him, but he doesn't seem to be too bothered by it. Okay, Hubert.
I'm gonna swing out with like the flat on my axe at this guy. I don't actually have any non-lethal weapons. All my weapons deal slashing or piercing. But I'm just gonna like slap him, you know, with like the side of my axe. You know what I mean? Like twice.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck you
Non-lethal
roll
damage.
for slap him with your axe. I
would
guess just
presume
roll.
I just roll normally, but it just do bludgeoning. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. Just roll normally, but you're not trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
There's a 26 hit.
26 absolutely will hit.
That's 18.
Okay, yeah.
Let's try again.
You yeah, go on, roll again. Ooh.
Does 20 hit?
20 does hit, yeah.
I'm calling these bludgeoning damage. That's another 18, which is max damage, by the way.
Max, for fuck's sake, max damage. Okay, give me a sec. I gotta do some maths here because I gotta half it.
That's
and
30. Oh, that's 18 then.
yeah, I know. I was trying to subtract. Okay, yeah. So you just kind of like slap him with the side of your axe.
Yeah, like into the wall.
Okay, yeah. You do that, and he like whacks his head off the back of the wall. And that definitely hurts him. Like it absolutely hurts him. It's not gonna hurt him as much as like, you know, slashing him open or using some sort of a magic attack, but it fucking hurts him. Okay,
I'll
Ahlea.
say them as I hit him. Submit now, and things will go better for you. I'm willing to
Okay.
roll intimidation if I have to.
Sure, you can roll intimidation, yeah. Jesus.
There's a 19
My
hit.
God.
That's a 19 hit intimidation. He kind of like, you know, he just watched you all like kill his friend, and you're all kind of cornering him up against the wall. He kind of like cowers. He lowers his head, and he says, I just wanted to get the amulet for my lord."
Well, you threw the first punch. This is what happened.
Jesus.
Yes, perhaps it is time to back down.
Sorry, what you say, Ahlea?
I said, perhaps it is time to back down.
Just look into the vampire's eyes when she says that.
Yeah.
He's just kind of like staring at you, like, I wanted to get the amulet for my lord. I didn't want to fight all of you.
Unfortunately, you messed with someone that we had business with, which meant we were obliged to work with him.
He stole our lord's amulet.
He denies that.
We know he took it. We know he has it.
Maybe
Did you
you
take
are
it?
incorrect.
I look straight in Copper's eyes.
Are you guys out of initiative? Are you like properly stepping out of initiative?
Yeah. Well, I am at least. I can't do
Yeah, I
much.
don't intention of fighting this guy unless he swings at us again.
Yeah.
He's not going to.
That's
You
what I should
scared.
say.
You've scared him. Okay, yeah. You guys can come out of initiative then. You're looking
yeah.
at Copper.
Did you steal it?
Well, okay. Here's the thing. Technically, I stole it, but they stole it from someone else. So really, who's in the wrong?
Both of you.
Can I insight check him to make sure he's not full of shit?
About which
Insight them.
specific detail?
Everything.
The fact that he believes he was right because it was stolen from someone else.
Yeah, you can insight check that.
Because that would be a lie.
Oh
21.
boy.
They genuinely seem to believe in this cause of stealing from someone who stole something else is like fine.
Robin Hood.
You're
Okay. Yes, I'm Copper. Look, I figured you knew that already. Fine, I took the amulet, but the vampires stole it from some highfalutin elf who, they took it from him, I took it from them. It's just how these things work.
I'll just look at
think
the vampire and gesture at him. Well, he's right.
It belongs to our lord. I have to get it back for our lord.
Yes, both of you have stolen something. It belongs to no one.
Okay, listen to my case. I have a case here. The vampires have absolutely no use for this magical item because it requires you to go to sleep, which vampires don't do. So I think I'm just repurposing it. Equally, the elf that they originally took it from also has no use for it because they don't sleep. So, what's the point in someone having a magical item that they can't even use?
I'm just gonna continue looking at the vampire and just repeat, "Who is your lord?"
Lord Angelus. He will be most angry if I don't return with the amulet.
Is he with Ava?
Ava, we have nothing to do with them. Are you going to let me live?
perhaps you should run away and never return to your lord.
I don't say we let him go just yet.
No?
Why does your lord need the amulet?
It belongs to him. He rightfully owns it. It belongs to the vampire community.
We were just told it was stolen.
As far as I know, it belongs to the vampires. I can confirm for sure it was stolen. I have seen the police report filed by the elf who it was stolen from. I know for a fact that they stole it from him.
I'm gonna roll insight on that.
On on the fact he's seen the report.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
More than one of you can roll insight if you want.
I mean, I have advantage on them, so for telling if he's lying.
26. They are not lying. They genuinely seem to have seen a report.
See, I also believe that the vampire is also not lying. This is not a not a case of someone's lying. It's a case of everyone knows different things.
Look, I don't see any point in me giving it back to the vampires. They have no use for it. I, however, could use it.
What?
What is the amulet?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know what the amulet is? Well, I don't know if I really want to explain it to you, all the vampires here.
I presume the vampire knows what it does, given that he believes it belongs to him.
It doesn't belong to him. He's just like a foot soldier. He doesn't know anything about the details of the amulet. He barely knows what it looks like.
Vampire, we're going to let you go, and you're going to forget about the amulet.
You rolled a high enough intimidation that yeah. He just kind of like dips
I
his
also
head.
look at my allies and make sure that's okay with them.
He kind of dips his head and he says, "Thank you for sparing me. I won't say anything."
This never happened.
It didn't. Nothing happened. The vampire's just gonna like shuffle along the wall past you guys, and then just like as soon as he gets to the end of the alleyway, you see him sprint and he just disappears. Well. So, who are you guys? You came here looking for me.
We are the associates of the White Rose,
Oh,
and
the White Rose.
we have been told that you have some information for us.
Oh, I I can provide you with information, of course. You want to know about the amulet? Is that what this is about, or?
No, I don't believe it is about the amulet. We are seeking information about the what's it called? The A something. The
Ava.
A. We are seeking information
Ava
about
on the map.
Ava. We seek to gain information about their third floor.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad my maps went to good use. Did you like them? I think they were pretty accurate, honestly.
Yes,
They were
one quick question.
spelling.
Spelling errors. Quite intentional as far as Alexa said.
The what?
Spelling says
There are spelling mistakes? Okay. You know, you can get all like high and mighty about yourself when you speak common as a second language, okay? It's not easy. I did my absolute best. I went in there and I personally surveyed as much of the building I could access and drew up nice detailed maps for you. So I'd appreciate it if you didn't sass me on my spelling ability.
I agree with you. It
I'm
is
not-
not easy when common is not your first language. I know that myself.
Oh, well, I can help you. I'll tell you as much as I can about it. You want to see the amulet though? They pull out this amulet from like their inside pocket and kind of like holding it by the chain, hold it out towards you guys. You see that it's like kind of in the shape of an eye. It's silvery in color, and in the center where like the iris would be, there's kind of like a sapphire colored stone, and it seems to be kind of like hazy and cloudy. They just kind of hold it out to you as if like expecting you to like take it.
I immediately take it.
Can I ask, where do you grab on the amulet?
The chain.
The chain. Okay, wow.
You expected me. Like you very clear. He's doing it. He's grabbing it by the chain. I'm grabbing it by the chain. I know what you're trying to make me.
Okay, yeah.
Don't do that to me.
You're just holding it by the chain, like looking at it.
Yeah, just looking at it, just gazing at it. Can I do a perception check on it and sorry, an insight check to see if it's familiar anywhere?
It'd probably be Arcana,
Arcana. I don't have a.
because it is a magical item.
Yeah, that's true. Best of. Oh sure. Can I roll for it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you rolled an advantage, but
Oh shit.
You do not recognize this. This is not something that you're familiar with at all. You would probably notice that like the stone in the center looks like kind of like swirling as if it's like moving like on its own. Like there's some sort of an energy inside the sapphire part of it that's swirling around. You have no idea what this amulet is.
I guess I can't speak. I hold it by the chain and I show it over to to Ahlea and David. Perhaps either of you recognize it at all? That look
I'll
familiar.
just immediately just look at Copper and just go, "What is it?"
Oh, well, your friend here is a smart one, not grabbing it by the actual amulet part. I mean, I was hoping you would. It would have been very funny. It's called a Dwam amulet. It's used to walk through people's dreams. I haven't got to test it out myself, but I've heard a bit about it. It requires you to be able to be put to sleep, which is why the vampires have no use for it, and the elf who originally owned it had absolutely no use for it either.
That's an
Do you
amulet.
have use for it?
Well, I can sleep, so yes.
What are you going to use it for?
I don't know, walk around in people's dreams? Don't you want to walk around in people's dreams?
For no reason? No.
It sounds like fun.
That it is,
I
but I would
mean,
hope for you to think that it may be a better use for us, as you are
many
just using
people,
fun. And by fun, I put that in quotes.
Oh, you think I'm kidding? I seriously think it would be fun.
many people don't have fun dreams.
Exactly. Which is why I think it would be fun.
This copper, this
Whoever's
copper.
holding the amulet, they reach out and like they blatantly grab it by the like actual amulet part, and they seem completely unfazed and just put it in their pocket.
What? Okay, well.
Oh, you want to discuss Ava? Oh, I think we can go somewhere a little more comfortable for that discussion.
Definitely.
Oh, I know a little bar in this area. It's quite a nice place. Usually pretty quiet. We can talk.
Which bar?
Oh, it's called Crimson Lounge. I don't know if you've heard of it.
I have heard of it, yes. Never been. But
Yeah. Not many people have. Well, we can go talk. What specifically do you want to do in Ava?
Well, I'm sure you've heard of the hostage situation.
Well, yes, I've heard a little bit about it. Not really directly involved. So you're hoping to get in?
We are.
Correct
Well,
assumption.
I'm sure you're aware of the difficulty that you require a third level clearance card to get up to the third
Yes.
level.
Yes.
Yeah, well, you know, they're pretty strict in security up there. The truth is, the only people that get up to that third level are people that Shilaun personally chooses. So, well, I don't know if you're getting what I mean, but sometimes he doesn't always choose people who are work related.
You mean personal
Friends?
relationships and friends?
Well, he does live up there.
Ah.
So, you know, if, if you get what I mean, there were people that have a clearance card that aren't necessarily professionals.
So what you're getting at is what I believe you're getting at.
And what is that?
Prostitutes?
Oh, you think Shilan's not classier than that?
Well, that's my assumption.
Oh, no. Shilan is much classier than that. I know it's hard to believe based on what the man looks like. I mean, sunglasses all the time, even indoors, pretty freaky. But, no, he's slightly more committed.
Do you know who these people would be? Or where we could contact them?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because I have found one individual who I know has access to that top floor. And I think I can introduce you to him.
That would be quite helpful.
Who is this person to Shilan exactly?
Oh, well, he'll tell you everything you want to know, believe me. From what I can tell, some sort of an ex.
An ex?
Yeah.
An ex.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
An
I know, hard to
ex-spouse.
believe the man was in a committed relationship. You've seen what he looks like. I wouldn't, honestly. It's hard to believe the man, like, fucks at all, but, you know.
Perhaps it is the power that he was attracted to. I don't know.
I don't think he's that deep, honestly. Yeah. I did tell you he wears sunglasses all the time. You know that, right?
Yes.
Shilan or the other
Shilan. I haven't been able to recover since I saw him. It's just very strange.
Have you spoken to Shilan?
Oh, briefly. He likes to make the rounds in the office, gets around and mingles with the employees, nothing more than small talk.
What is he like?
Well, what he acted like, and from what I've heard, it's hard to tell. I mean, in the office, he's pretty friendly to his workers. He likes to make himself out to be a nice, personable boss. I doubt that's what he's actually like.
Yes.
Can be this.
Absolutely.
Most of
Um,
they are.
so you want to go somewhere to talk?
Definitely.
Yeah.
This alleyway is not proper place to talk, nor is it the proper atmosphere. And Zillti looks around a dark alley.
One of our friends here can't even see.
What do you mean? I have dark vision. What do
Hubert.
Hubert
you... Oh,
can't
Hubert
see.
can't.
Human.
Hubert can't see shit.
Exactly what are we supposed to be looking at?
Humans are bad at seeing in the dark, if my information is correct.
Is one of the few things that I'm not proficient in.
Darkness.
Oh, that's very funny. I love to. Humans are very funny.
They are.
Very much
Anyway, I'll take you.
He was kind of frowns. Y'all can see him frown, and like he just looks at you all and is like, "You seem to be treating me as some sort of pet. You guys could chop
Oh.
off all your heads in one fluid motion."
Oh, I realize.
I could convince you to run away and you wouldn't even notice it.
I realize. I've seen what you can do. I'm not gonna doubt your abilities at all.
Oh no, I was talking to Hubert.
Yeah, that's what he's talking to
Yeah.
Hubert also,
Ah,
or
okay.
they're talking to Hubert also. Sorry.
I have no inclination to, but don't doubt my abilities.
Don't doubt
I'll be
mine.
useful, trust me.
No need for a fight. Both of you are very pretty ladies. Let's just go on with our business.
Why, thank
All
you.
right.
Okay, can I say though? Fuck that expression. I hate when people say that.
Well, both of you are very
They'll
pretty
be like, "Oh,
ladies.
it's okay, girls. You're both very pretty." That's like
Yeah,
the shittiest
it
thing
is very
anyone can say. I
condescending.
swear to God.
And Zillti is literally that. He is conceited and arrogant. It's literally his
I-
Didn't
character.
take
I-
you seconds,
I like
so-
how Hubert has an insight in a single fucking thing Copper has said in the last 10 minutes. Not a thing.
I was told to trust him.
Fair.
Well, seeing as he
You
is our
understand? Look,
informant.
Hubert was just saying like, "I'm not a pet." Like, I'm not a pet. No. Hubert's a dog. You have to understand this. Hubert is a dog who's been set in a trail. He was told to trust this guy. He will trust this guy unendingly.
That's good.
That's good, yeah.
Good
Well-
for me. Okay, well, we can go somewhere better to talk. You all good with that?
Definitely. You
Yes.
can lead the way.
Great. Okay, so yeah, they lead you out of this alleyway, and you kind of walk along by the nightclub. It's still not fully open, and Copper leads you down the street. Where is my thingy? Oh, there it is. Copper leads you down the street and brings you to a small bar, which is positioned on a street corner. This is the Crimson Lounge. It's dimly lit. The street lamp outside seems to be broken, but there is a faint red hue that casts through the window at the front. For the few minutes that you're standing there, you don't notice a single person go in or come out of the building, but it does seem to be open. So Copper kind of pauses outside with you guys and says, "Okay, there's a high chance that the guy that I'm looking for, the one I was talking about, is in here because, he hangs around here a lot. So I'm just going to have a look, see if he's there, and then you can decide, how you want to go about talking to him. If you get a couple of drinks into him, he'll tell you pretty much anything you want to know. But I want you to make sure that when he's that drunk, that he's talking to you about something relevant, because he will just ramble on about his sad life, and as entertaining as that is, it's not very useful.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go
Hubert
have a
just says
look.
when he moved to the window to look in, and just
The
make
window
sure
is
that
The window is kind of like opaque, so you can't really distinguish
Oh, I
anything.
see.
You can just about see like
Okay.
the shape of the bar, but you can't actually see like anything inside.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go have a look, see if he's there, and then I'll let you know. So maybe you can discuss a little plan of action for yourselves. So you see Copper kind of like slowly inches the door open and peers inside, and then looks back at you guys and like closes it over again. And they say, "Okay, he's in there. He's sitting up at the bar. Only guy at the bar. So I'm gonna go in there first. I'm gonna get a drink, take a seat, and you guys can follow me in a couple of minutes later. He was talking to me a couple of nights ago, so I don't think he's gonna be super willing to spill like all the information he has uh, to someone that he thinks is related to me, because he's already gonna be kind of embarrassed about what he already told me. So I'm just gonna sit a little bit away, and you guys can follow me in a few minutes, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Great, okay. Only guy at the
Just to be clear,
bar.
this is an ex of Shilaun.
This is an ex of Shilaun's, yes.
Yeah.
That's all you know.
Cool.
Only guy at the bar. You're not gonna miss him. Don't worry. So Copper goes inside, and you guys are just kind of standing outside the bar, waiting to decide when to go in.
Perhaps we should talk strategy?
Very much.
I presume you two will be doing the talking.
That we
Mm.
can. Ahlea, would you prefer to do the talking?
Well, I was considering maybe you would be more suited, considering we know he's into men. If we need to get him to talk, then a familiar and nice face might get him talking
Are we seducing him?
easier. No, not necessarily. Just like,
Just floating for information.
yeah, he might be more open to talking to a dude. That's what I'm.
That's what you're
meaning.
getting at, and I get what you mean. I guess I'll go. Yeah. I guess I can go. I must go with my charming self, and then like turns from professional to you know that thing where you can switch emotions when you swipe down your hand over your face.
Yeah.
Zillti does exactly that, and like he tries to give like an outer flirty look. Don't know how, but just try and imagine this.
Okay. Are you gonna go inside now, or are you guys?
I guess
you're gonna
I
just
guess the
go in?
plan is I shall talk after having a couple of drinks. Hubert, if you can do your checking, is that what it's called? Could I get the professional name? Call it.
Hmm?
She's just zoned out.
Sorry. See, my Discord keeps not working properly, so
Ah,
like
okay,
I
okay.
couldn't hear what was happening until you said my name.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. I just asked.
I thought no one was saying anything.
I was asking what the name of the. I was saying, what do you called the checking? I'm not very sure what you do.
What are you talking about?
Been doing a truth check on every other person met. Met?
When I hear a lie, I can. When I hear a lie, I can tell that it's a lie. That's all.
Okay, then while I talk, you can do checking and like
That was my plan.
perfect. So
I will stand on the outside of the bar and I will tap my shoulder every time he lies.
up. I shall be.
It's better if I don't stand near. I tend to be slightly imposing.
I guess this is where we split up in a way. I shall come in differently, make it look like I am completely separate from the. Is that okay?
Yes.
Of course.
Perfect. Plan of action. I shall go in first. Does Copper give us a signal to come in, or should I come? It has been a couple of minutes.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
probably been a couple of minutes you guys were talking, so yeah.
So, okay, I shall go first. Wish me luck.
Okay.
So, Zillti opens the
luck.
door. Thank you.
Yeah.
appreciate
So you step into the bar. It's quite small, like especially compared to the Vigilant Reptile that you were in earlier. This is a pretty small place. the whole kind of interior area is tinted with sort of a red hue, and there's like a series of lights along the ceiling that are kind of red color. Most of the bar is taken up by, or most of the area is taken up by a bar at the back wall. There are a few booths along the sides, and there's some short tables with stools on them, or stools around them, kind of scattered around the floor. You would notice as you walk in that it is pretty much entirely empty. You see the bartender, who is a dark elf man with sort of graying hair that's like combed back. He's dressed in very smart clothing. He's just kind of, wiping glasses behind the bar. You also see that there's someone sitting at the very edge of the bar with his back to you. You see Copper is sitting in one of the booths. They've got their feet up on the table and they've also got like a pint. And they kind of, like subtly wave at you as you walk in. You can hear some low voices muttering from one of the booths beside you, but you don't see where they're coming from. Like, you can't see the people who are talking, but you know that they're there.
Yeah, which side is Copper sitting on, the right or the left?
Copper's at the left.
Is there any space between Copper and the person, or accurate?
Well, the bar is at the back. Yeah, there would be like space. Like you could probably sit on one of the tables, kind of towards the center of the floor. The like person at the bar is right at the end of the bar, like on the right side.
Yeah. Okay. Guess I'll go sit beside the person. Or,
Yeah,
well, actually,
you.
that or actually never mind. Let me go talk to a Copper first. Can I go whisper to Copper? See if I can get information. Is that person ready for like questioning?
Sure. You want to just walk straight up to Copper?
Yeah. Make it inconspicuous.
Yeah. What do you say?
So I try to give my signal like like a finger wave, I guess.
Mm.
Trying to make it look like I'm ready. I'm the one who's gonna be doing.
Copper just nods to you and points over at the bar.
Perfect. I'll go. And then I move my direction there at the bar.
Yeah, you're just gonna sit right down beside him.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So you sit down beside this guy. When you're beside him, obviously you can see him clearer. You see that he's got sort of like warm colored like bronze skin is kind of how I would describe it, like almost like Mediterranean is the closest I would go for. It's almost like shimmering, like a. I know that sounds strange, but it's kind of like metallically shimmering. He has short, dark red hair, and he has green eyes. He's wearing a kind of thick jacket, and you notice that he has these kind of steampunk style goggles around his neck. 1 second, I have art of you, boy. There's you, boy.
Does not look like a person who's gonna go for lycanthrope.
He kind of glances up at you as you sit down beside him, and sort of he doesn't say anything. He just kind of looks at you, sips his drink. You see that he's got a like big wide glass, like it looks like some sort of a whiskey. He doesn't say anything to you. He just kind of glances up at you.
I guess I'll start off the conversation then.
Mhm.
Well. Think yeah, lovely looking man out of my horrible pickle. I'm trying my best here.
Yeah. People don't. There's not a lot of people come into this bar. Look, you're very attractive, but I'm really not interested right now.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm interested right now either, but people have told me that I'm a very good listener, so I can listen to you embark something.
With the
that you're
way
not
you
something
started
interested.
that conversation, I find it hard to believe you're not interested right now.
Well, seeing as I always back off for a second someone says they're not interested, I can respect your listening.
I'm flattered, of course. I just I'm not interested.
That is okay, I can respect your decision. Not to worry. Like to embark get something off your chest? It looks like you are shouldering some heavy sadness. Well, have told me I'm a
uh,
very good listener.
what? Heavy sadness? Um,
Some form of depression, one may. I am a doctor, and
w-
I do air quotation doctor.
Can just
wow.
like walk in at this point, just like move around the bar and just stand like behind your man.
Yeah. Do I really look that bad?
Wouldn't say you look bad, but you just look sad. Why?
Oh, great.
I
I
like
look
to see O'Shane
sad.
just standing right behind him, going, just an imposing wall.
Boom. Oh, great. I look sad. Is that when you came over here to tell me I look sad?
Oh, it looked like you had something to say, so I am here to. Very good listener.
Okay, well, uh, I I don't know. I don't I don't know if I want to particularly spill my whole life story to someone who I've had 2 seconds of conversation to in a bar, especially when you haven't even got a drink.
And this requires a drink. Perhaps like anything?
Um, well, it's just another of the same. I'm drinking just a whiskey.
I can drink tea myself. Wait, do I have anything bad that happens if it's out of character?
Well,
Other
I
than
mean, if
being
you drink
drunk.
a lot, if you drink a lot, I'm gonna make you like make con saves to see how drunk you get. But like, you'd have to drink a significant amount.
Oh, perfect. That's fine then. I can deal with that.
Um, yeah,
Guess I'll order.
yeah, you could like call the bartender over, and you can order. I don't know if you want to roleplay that.
No, I'm fine. I'm just gonna order something. I'm not gonna go
Yeah,
ahead
that's
and
fair.
roll.
That's fair.
I don't drink. I've
I have
never drunk. I can't drink.
I have no concept of money in this world, like barely. But I'm gonna say that he charges you like a gold piece for a glass of whiskey,
I guess we can.
probably. Whiskey. It's a fancy place. Um, thanks. Well, I'll get the next one. I don't want you spending money on me.
Are you sure? I have quite the. I wouldn't say I'm well off, but I am not too poor. I can deal.
Well, okay. Well,
I was.
I'll definitely I'll get the next one.
Okay, no problem. No
What
problem.
what was your name?
You can call me Zillti. I do my top hat gesture again. That's iconic now.
My name is Tempest.
Lovely to meet
I was gonna type that bitch as well.
you. Tempest. I'm gonna have to write these notes.
My sweet boy. Um, well, it's nice to meet you. I haven't seen you in here before.
One may call it my first time. I am a traveler. This came around looking for a nice bar to drink in, and I see myself sitting here. I'm a doctor. I go by my oath to help people as much as I can. And you look like you need not the medical kind, but definitely some
Yeah, well,
psychological kind.
I don't know what you can do. There's not a lot you can do about it. I mean, there's not a lot anyone can do about it. I kind of done. Maybe I don't know if you could give advice. Maybe.
Uh, I don't believe I am pervious, but I can definitely try and give you. What is your situation? Embark something.
Well, okay. Well, I just recently broke up with someone, and I don't know whether I should try fix it because I don't know if it's exactly his fault. I think that we had different ideas of what we wanted, and I think maybe I wasn't willing to change. So I don't know if I should try or how I should try to fix it. I think maybe we can fix it. I I don't know if I want to, but I don't. I know I'm not really saying anything.
Before I say anything or do anything, I'm gonna do like a double tap on the table, make it look like
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, but it's actually a signal towards make sure that it's can you do?
You want me to insight whether
Yeah,
that's what's really bothering this guy?
yeah. Trying to see if
What
what
do
he's
you
saying is 100% right. Does he actually want to fix anything? What?
what are you inciting?
I'm gonna insight like, is he like, is his problem really that he woke up when they're like in bed with somebody, or is there something else like like laying on him? Is that really what's bothering him?
Okay, so is his relationship really what's bothering him? Okay, go on.
Yeah. Will I get a answer to that? Cause
Um,
my ring.
yeah, because you're trying to see is he lying. So,
Yeah. So 23.
you get the impression that this guy is genuinely worried about the future of his relationship.
I'm just gonna like shake my head. I'm just gonna. I know. I'm not. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna not like tap my shoulder.
Can I make your boy visible? There he is. There he is. Okay. Um,
I
I
I go
I don't
back in
really.
my chair. Oh, sorry.
Oh
Like
yeah,
I was
go on,
supposed
go
to
on.
say something before. I make it look like I'm thinking. I'm in contemplation. So I roll back in the chair a little bit, stare at the ceiling for seconds before I go back, put my arms at the table and look at the thing. Well, thing is, we're kind of dealing with the hypotheticals, as you said, seeing it. But is it truly very wrong to think about your future? But not only but their future. Uh, did they respect you for your future? That what you're about?
Um, well, I mean, I didn't make a lot of choices. Look, he was kind of, I don't know, I guess you could say he was kind of controlling, but I don't think it was entirely his fault. You know, he had a hard time, and he just wants to feel like he knows what's happening all the time with everyone because he's worried. He gets worried. Um, and I think maybe he just didn't see things the same way that I did. But I understand that he was just worried about me, that he wanted to make sure he knew where I was all of the time.
Uh, I would say check like I'm trying to signal again. No, double tap
No,
on
I,
the.
I, 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 I-
Are you
I'm,
sure?
I'm good to take that. Yeah,
Okay,
no,
perfect.
like,
Yeah,
I'm not,
I
I'm not rolling inside that basically.
okay, yeah, sure, that's fine. Cause like I can tell I think he's being genuinely honest here. But I was just in case.
Copper did tell you he will tell you all about his sad life.
That's true. That's true. But but you said like don't make him drink too much, or otherwise you're never gonna be able to make sense of what he's saying. So we're just trying to make sure
No,
he hasn't drunk too
he said
much.
Copper specifically said that make sure that when you get him really drunk, he's telling you about something relevant.
Oh yeah, and this is quite relevant.
um,
It might be. We've no guarantee.
That's true. Because like, what he's basically just telling me this time is just had a really bad time with his ex, who's a controlling bastard. Well, we kind of understood that from like what we've been told originally from White Rose. Anyways, pretty obvious that this a lot of issues.
which dude?
His ex, Ava, whatever his name is, I forget.
Tempest.
Tempest. No, I'm talking about Tempest's ex.
Oh, Shilaun.
Yeah, Sheila, that's the one.
Look, I don't know if you can really do anything about it. I just got the impression that maybe he didn't treat it as seriously as I did, and I think there's a part of him that maybe just wasn't capable of being seriously romantic, and I don't blame him for that because I don't think he had it in him. So I think maybe I could try again with a different approach. You know?
Thing is, the relationships are two-way, and respect goes both ways. That person respect your, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't, but if that person cannot respect, better to leave. I always live by code that where you do not have respect, it is no use staying there.
Oh, but he was really good to me. Like he treated me very well. He always used to bring me out for dates, and he was very nice to me. He used to let me. I lived in his apartment, and he wasn't bad.
Well, kind of seem to be doubting yourself there when you say bad, but the dates could be cover-ups. Are deceiving, quite deceiving. Else we up say that what you're going off and you seem to have very much loved him. I wouldn't say bad person, but try and look at what he's done with a different eye and perspective. But as far as what you're telling me, he said he was controlling. Um, Perhaps expand on it.
Well, he was just very controlled in everything. You know, he's got a very strict schedule every day, and he's just very routine, and he just liked to always know what was happening all the time. Um, with everything, with his work, he was always very devoted to his work, and he was just always he liked to make sure he knew everything about everything. But I don't blame him because you know he's been hurt in the past, and he's had people that he cared about hurt because he didn't know where they were, and so I don't blame him for that.
You're too kind. I wouldn't like kind. You have a good heart. Uh, like he's trying to blink up and contemplate. What kind of bad past have? We all have a bad part of it that we'd rather forget, but did he ever tell you?
Well, he was always pretty private about a lot of that stuff. I know that, well, I know something happened to him, and well, I don't know if I should tell you. But well, he was always pretty self-conscious about how he looked, and he thought that he intimidated people, um, with his eyes.
Have anything special to magical?
But he always used to hide them. He said it was as a result of a curse that his eyes looked um scary, but I didn't think they were that scary, but he thought that you know professionally he had to make everyone feel comfortable.
Trust you such a secret.
Oh well, he wouldn't tell anyone. I mean, there's very few people that he was closer to than me. Like, I can only think of maybe one, but he wouldn't tell anyone.
Perhaps know any other better than you?
Well, there
Any family member?
I don't know anything about his family. But he had a close friend, one of his advisors. He was an old friend of him. They knew each other when they were both kids. His name is Isa. Mm-hmm.
Does have relationships, does have some friendships. Then why the need to carry out?
I don't think so. I think that he just, he was just very cautious. He wanted to make sure that nothing was going to happen to anyone. And well, you know, I didn't. He got something nearly happened to me, and I I mean, he just got worried then.
What happened to you? I'm that you didn't get any injuries.
Well, some people that I guess I guess you could say they were his enemies, but they him, so they decided that they were gonna try and threaten me. I'm okay, obviously, but he got pretty angry about that, and then he wanted to just make sure that I didn't go anywhere or do anything that he didn't know about, and I didn't like it, so I tried to I left.
You just had an argument, broke up with him and left.
Yeah.
See, with things, especially relationships, they can be very fickle but very strong. I would rather have you have talked to him. But knowing you being sad about and very cautious, paranoid, and make you scared and cause you to make. I don't judge you for leaving. I would have left, but talking would be a very nice idea. You can perhaps fix it, or you can perhaps leave. I respect you, and
You think I should go back and talk to him?
perhaps respect. Sorry, I meant talking. Talking can fix a lot of things.
You see, he like lifts his drink and he just like drinks all of it, like in
Perfect.
one go, and he says, "Okay, maybe I should go back and talk to him."
Then if it does not come to a resolution, respect it. You can leave him, but that depends on you. I do not control you. But
Okay.
have any details? Or perhaps any about this X, supposed X, unless you talk. But would you perhaps know any?
Like what?
Where he live? How is?
Wow.
I'm just. He's drunk. I can ask. I know. I was waiting for this moment.
What did? Why is that so funny?
I don't know. She just laughed.
No, it's just
See-
ridiculous, right?
Yeah. See,
Imagine
no.
going to, hey, tell me
See-
all about your ex. Tell me where your ex lives.
Ushin, he's drunk. Ushin, he's drunk. It's the perfect
Yeah,
opportunity.
but it's still fucking nuts. No, it's still nuts.
He's gonna be suspicious now.
No. He's drunk. He can't do
No,
anything.
I think he's just okay.
I don't know if you were picking up what Jetsia was saying. She said he very much will spill anything. Just have to make sure it's something that you need. But he will spill everything. And he's drunk. It's the perfect opportunity. Let's go. Like, you can both can jump in and do this talking for me if you want, but
You want to stop him?
Hubert's just like over like behind this guy, with his eyebrow like raised, like almost coming off his fucking forehead.
Ahliea's just thinking that she could have done such a better job at this.
What? Are you kidding me? I got
You can
more than
step
enough
in.
out of him. I got more than enough out of him. Like before he was even drunk.
You got nothing.
Yes, I did. What? Have you
The-
been taking
the
nothing
keys to the
down?
Third floor.
Have you been taking nothing down in the notes? Are you
got
kidding me?
You got like a name of an advisor, and you got information about their relationship.
Yes, and that's information you can definitely use to your advantage.
Is it though? The only
Yes.
like useful is
Did
the
you
advisor.
not get the attack part? The attack part. He
I
got
went to the
ambushed.
bathroom, so
Wow.
I might have like missed a bit.
He's
Okay,
digging
yeah,
for
you-
blackmail information.
Yeah,
okay?
I've been digging for blackmail
That's
information,
not
right?
what we're really doing. All we're trying to do is get to the third floor, though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's still
We
important
were
information.
explicitly told not to get involved with Shilaun.
I'm not
Oh,
talking
this
about.
is so funny. You did exactly what Copper told you not to do.
Yeah, pretty
Oh
much.
shit, that's true. That's true. But
Copper
we need
could have
this.
literally told you all of this. Anyway, well, he lives in the manor house. I mean, I used to live there too.
Sorry, you're just too drunk to say anything else.
Oh no, did you not hear it?
Oh yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, go on.
Oh, I did say something. He lives in the manor house. I used to live there too, so he has an apartment on the top floor. I don't know.
You know, a
if that-
friend of mine also lives on the top floor there. How would I get in?
Go on.
Oh man.
Report,
I mean, no, my character's not speaking. My character isn't.
Oh, she just said that for the crack of it.
Go on. Someone.
Oh my god, sorry. I had to take a breath. I'm getting some drink water first.
You have to say something.
This is out of character. Let me have a drink.
Okay.
I'm thirsty.
You can drink in character.
Fair enough, that works fine with me. Wait. It's out of character. Any other information that we need, like other than getting out to the third floor? We know the Isa. That's another person. So I guess we're gonna need more people that he knows. Good. Hello.
Yeah, I mean, all we really need is to get to the third floor and get the hostages out. We were explicitly told not to get involved with Shilaun.
So we were told that we could get information on Shilaun because the woman said that if our lives are in danger, that we should prioritize information over the hostages. Remember?
Yeah,
lives are
but
in
our
danger.
lives aren't in danger, and what we should really be doing is attempting to find out. Because, like, as is, we still don't have the information required to complete our mission, and we
Yeah.
should be prioritizing getting that information before anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of you can step in if you believe that
Yeah, I might
Zillti
be
is
too
not
drunk for
getting
my.
adequate information.
I might be
Feel
too drunk for
free.
my cause now.
But,
I can
like,
make an
how's
excuse
that
to go to
gonna
the
work?
bathroom.
Oh, okay.
No. Like, Hubert won't get involved. Hubert's gonna like, just assume you know what you're doing, because Hubert doesn't do good at talking to people if he can't just intimidate them.
You swing axe.
Oh god.
So we got Isa, who's a friend of Shilaun, but I can ask where Isa lives.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
You mentioned Isa, a close friend of your friend, your ex-partner. Perhaps know where Isa
Yeah.
lives, or
Where he
frequents.
lives?
I wouldn't say lives,
Wh-
frequents around this area.
Why?
Uh,
Yeah, why?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No. I'm gonna play it off. I'm gonna play it off here.
Go on.
It's the name Isa quite sounded familiar to me. It's been a while since I've met. I've heard this name around Isa, and
Oh, you know him?
yes, I wouldn't say I'm familiar, but we met in passing. I had a bit of a discussion.
Oh, well, I guess you're both elves, so
Yes,
maybe that makes sense. Well, he is old, I guess. For an elf, I mean, elves live a long time, so
correct.
it makes sense that you might have met him sometime. I don't know him that well. He's nice. He's very friendly. He's a good guy.
Of that, I do not doubt.
Wait, so did he add character? What did you say his name was again?
Isa, Issa.
Oh, I spelled that.
Okay, that's not the elf from the bar earlier. That's fine.
Yeah,
What elf? Oh, Alatel.
Alatal. Yes. The bootleg version.
I didn't even realize. I he's a good guy. He he one of Shilaun's advisors. He was nice to me.
Like I said, I would do me catch up with Isa then, if this is the correct one. But I hope it has been a while. At the two.
Well, he is going to be in the manor house. Like he does work there, so maybe you could call in sometime.
Perhaps that is true. But do you know perhaps any other area over town over she frequents? Any bars or anything like that? Maybe get a nice settings that get a proper drink, talk about.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if he really goes out. I don't really know what he does outside of work.
Perhaps know anybody else who's close to Shilaun?
Like, specifically anyone? He has a lot of people who work for him.
I did mention that in passing.
Any, anyone specifically? Like, do you know someone else maybe, or?
Since you mentioned Isa, I've been quite interested because it has been a while. So I was hoping maybe you else would be connected to Isa, not get out of the manor too much.
Well, I mean, he's friendly with most of Shilaun's advisors, but there's quite a lot of them, so I don't know. Do you want me to go through all of them?
Uh, name some. Name some that would be as close to Shilaun as you.
Well, well, Issa's the only one that's like personally the closest to him. But in terms of like ranking, like people who Shilaun trusts the most, there's there's a lady who's in charge of I guess she's more in charge of a sort of physical martial division. She's kind of intimidating, but a bit scary. Her name's Amstralda.
Amstrada or Amstralda.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, cool.
Brilliant.
One of the
Oh,
things I was gonna
shit.
do was I was gonna ask what the fuck, I can't remember any names. Copper about S Estralda.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. That
Ah.
saves me having to do that.
I mean, she's pretty. She's kind of intimidating. Yeah, but she's pretty highly ranked. I mean, she's pretty close to Shilaun in terms of that sense. But Issa's his friend, so
I'm gonna like try and stare directly into like what's your name? Zilti's eyes and like just do like the motion with your hands where you're like continue, you roll your hand over. And, like
get
when he
get
mentions
more.
Estralda. When he
Uh,
mentions Estralda.
but like, do I get information like where she frequents, stuff like that? What kind of information do you need, Oshin?
All I can gesture is just continue with Estralda. I can't
You
really
can
gesture
tell
anymore.
me. I assume, Oshin, I assume we're to like sort of near each other. You can tell me, and I can use message and tell
Oh, yeah.
Umar, or well, I tell whatever his name is, what you want him to ask.
We encountered and know the appearance of Estralda. We need to know more about her.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I have
I'm gonna
sending as
cast-
well, don't I? Yeah, I have sending.
I'm gonna cast message now, and I'm just gonna whisper. Ask more about Estralda. We need to know more about her. She's the woman we encountered earlier.
Can I telepathically message her back, or is that I can't do anything?
You can whisper. You can
You can respond to message, I think.
yeah. You can
Okay,
reply
sweet.
in a whisper that only I can hear.
Yeah, I'll go and go ahead and whisper saying that. Okay, I will. Amstralda. Ah, I believe I just met her.
You did? Oh.
Is that
Um.
okay?
To
Okay.
met her in passing again. We were just there past the bar, walking around, had a nice drink with friends, and I came over.
You know a lot about the people in Ava.
Uh, I would say a massive queen, being as Isa in passing, but Amstralda, we just met her, had a nice chat. That would be just quite a big, maybe they work for a big group over here.
Well, I mean, Ava. Um, but
I've never heard this.
you haven't.
Your voice just went off. Your voice just went off.
Deception.
Go deception.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
No way he fucking believes that you don't know what Ava is.
I could just lie saying that I
Why are you
never been.
pretending you don't know? Everyone knows what it is.
Yeah, but he's been explicit. He's named a load of people who are like higher ups in it that he's claimed to know them.
No, like I said, Isa. I just met them in passing. Everyone I met in passing.
What you get?
Don't I have an advantage for this?
Okay.
Six.
I just thought I don't know. It just sounded like you maybe knew about Ava just the way that you were talking. But I'm not saying I don't believe you.
Hmm.
I just thought maybe you knew more
Oh,
about it.
big coincidence. Unironically enough.
That's strange. Yeah.
Can I insight that? Does he actually believe?
Yeah.
You're inciting to think, does he actually believe that he did
Yeah.
what he said? We're
Yeah,
doing
'cause
an
this sounds
insight
like-
on an
this sounds
insight
fucking
on an
bogus.
insight here.
Sounds bogus as hell.
Insight on him hiding his insight. That's a
Go on.
22.
Oh, he definitely does not believe him.
Oh shit.
Being polite.
How can I act
I'm
like
just
I
gonna
don't know
like put
shit?
my head in my hand, like
He's just
one of my
being polite and he
hands
doesn't
to
want to
my
like
face.
publicly call him out, so he's just like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. But my deception roll was a shit.
Yeah.
Just trying like shake my head at Zillti.
You know what? I'm at this point where I'm just gonna say fuck and go zone of truth.
Why?
Why do you think?
Um. Well, I mean, that's kind of. You seem to know her, so I don't know if you. Uh, is there any point me going through all the other ones?
No,
You already know.
as far as I'm aware, I
Ooh.
only know two. Amstralda, we just talked to her in the bar. Issa, I know in passing.
Well, yeah, that's still like they're two of his most. They're the two main people that he spends most of his time with. Knowing them is kind of.
Well,
Uh,
if Issa, seeing as we're both, I'd say we'd have a stronger connection. But Amstralda just met outside the bar. We had a nice chat.
she's not necessarily easy to get on with.
Or Amstralda.
Stralda. Issa's very nice.
That he is.
Well, he'll be in work tomorrow. You could probably go in and see him. He usually he's like kind of the main communications officer. So you could probably drop in sometime tomorrow morning and you'd be able to see him in the office. He's normally working the guest request thing. So you could probably go in then.
Perfect. Thank you for the. That actually helps. Finally able to catch up on people that I have more likeness with, as you can see, even though the diverse hotspot. Rather sit with.
Yeah. Well, I guess since you said you don't know much about Ava, but they take people in who have requests for different things, and Issa's the one who runs that, so you could probably just go through the main door.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Mm.
You have been very helpful. I did not know talking to you helped me find people that I used to know.
That's it's great. I didn't think so either.
I hope I helped you in your woes as well, and may I wish you great eternal luck with your relationship.
Yeah, I think maybe I'm gonna try and go talk to him. I'll think about it.
Think, give it a. I wouldn't say, especially since you rushed out now. Give it a couple of days, a week. I wouldn't rush in like this. It'd be very hasty. Probably would be angry.
You think?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I know people.
Well, it's been a while. I mean, I've already given it.
How
Uh,
many? How long have you gone? If you just said you left, it's been a couple of hours.
no, it's been a couple of weeks
In a
since.
couple of weeks. I thought you just
Yeah.
left with him.
Hmm.
I thought you just left the place after having an argument. That before?
Well, that was a while ago though. That's not recent.
Ah, okay.
Well, I said recently because it was a long relationship, so I mean, a couple of weeks seems not that long. Um,
Yes, you are a little bit tipsy, and make like uh for 2 days. I give you maximum 2. I know how long anger can, and I was parted our separate ways, but managed to talk it out and get off on a better ending.
yeah, maybe I'll
Take a break.
I'll think about it.
Give yourself a break, my.
Do you want another a drink or
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely. I'll try and get off now.
Okay, so
Fine.
you're gonna keep drinking with him. Do either of the other two of you want to do anything? Do you want to talk to him or talk to Copper or anyone else in the bar?
I don't know. I don't know what we could do.
I don't want to approach him because I don't want to be seen to be associated
Hey.
with Zilty in front
Yeah.
of this guy because Zilty has provoked so much suspicion.
So much.
So much. I know I fucked up, okay? Don't need to rub it in my face.
Yeah, you guys could talk to Copper or there's like only a few other people in the bar. There's not really many.
I also don't want to be seen to associate with Copper, because these guys also should be probably suspicious of Copper. So I'm waiting for this guy to leave.
Okay.
You guys
Ahlea?
leave wherever you want, though.
Yeah, Ahlea?
I think I'm just going to,
Take the bath.
do the same as Hubert and not associate with me. Don't
Okay.
be suspicious. Don't
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be
Don't be
suspicious.
suspicious.
Be
Okay.
suspicious.
So, what do you want to do then? You want to keep talking to him, or do you have anything else you want to ask him?
Do you guys have?
You still.
I can't.
I'm trying to think of like anything, because I could like message you and tell you to ask something, but I can't think of anything. I should have done it earlier though.
You could. Okay, I'm gonna whisper it like to you, Ahlea. Ask how one gets onto the third floor.
Right?
I
We
should
know
start
it. We know how to. You gotta get a key card.
Yeah, but like if this guy tells you who can access it, maybe we can get it from more people.
I just turned to Hubert like, that is a very
That's gonna be.
straightforward question. I don't think. I
Yeah.
think it will cause
Have you
much
been-
suspicion.
Have you been listening?
He asked, "Where does your ex live?" And he responded honestly.
Okay, I would tell him.
Well, look, didn't this guy imply that the assistant also lives there? If this guy's friends, then like if Umer's claiming to be friends with the assistant, then of course he'd want to be able to access where they live.
Okay, I will tell him that. So I'm gonna cast message again, and I'm gonna whisper to Zilti.
Tempest is just like throwing back drinks.
I'm just gonna whisper to Zilted. Hey, maybe you should ask him how to get onto the third floor, and like play it as if you just want to, try and see your friend. You know, the other elf one.
I whispered
Or-
back saying that he already mentioned the
Innocently.
fact that he works at the front desk. He has
Yes,
access to
but
the third
doesn't
floor.
he, or the someone, the other one, just ask how to get to the third floor and make it seem innocent.
Had this conversation. I turned back to Tempest. Had this conversation for not even ask your name.
You did.
Did I? I'm so dumb.
Yeah.
I zoned out for halfway. I completely forget. But Tempest. I turned back to him again.
Yeah.
You mentioned that access to third floor. Down. I'm gonna try to act like I'm drunk that I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, this makes it even. This makes it playing off even, I guess.
Who does?
Mentioned that Isa had access to the floor.
Oh well, yeah.
Does he?
Well, he would have to.
How? How would one gain access to it? Makes sense. Is it not an open house manner?
Well, I mean, no. To get to the third floor, you need a third level clearance card. You just you go in. There's a back entrance, and you go in through a different door, and you scan it on the door, and then you can go up to the third floor.
That is quite the way of entering a house.
I
How
mean,
would you get one?
that's normally the way I used to go.
I'm gonna message again. Ask him how to attain such card.
Yes, please. Please ask me way more straightforward questions. Fuck this thing up.
Just go for it, man.
Go on.
Like, would I need a third level acceptance card to get up to that kind of area? And would ready to give? Say he'd probably be very.
Oh no, no,
Private.
no. They don't give those out like to everyone. I mean, it's only people that the Shilaun wants up there. I mean, like it took a while for him to give me one.
I try to telepathically message back to Ahlea, anything else? Seeing as it's basically useless information that we already got.
Wait, what did you want me to ask him,
Anything
Hubert?
else?
How the fuck to get a clearance card?
Just okay.
He just said. He just said.
I'm just messaging
Yeah.
him like,
Dude,
ask
we're
how
gonna
to
have
get,
to.
how to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
the
no, no,
clearance
no,
card.
no, 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 that's fine. That's what I asked. I don't know why you're asking me again. That's what I asked you to do, and you did it. It's
Yes.
fine.
Perfect. There's nothing else. Yeah.
Okay.
They don't give them out to everyone. I mean, it's pretty hard to get one. I I don't know. It would be kind of hard to get up there. Someone would have to bring you, um, like someone who had a card or something.
Well, then if I manage to catch up with Issa, I don't doubt he would get me one, or even allow me up to the third floor.
Well, maybe. I don't know how well you know him. Um,
Ah,
sometimes.
a couple of drinks, and a nice chat about life itself shouldn't be too.
Well, I mean, if it's if it's too hard for you to do that, or maybe if it doesn't work, you can always I can always bring you.
That, Tempest, quite helpful. It'd be great to catch up with him. Thank you so much. I could not ask for more.
Or we could just ask this guy to bring us up now.
Yeah.
Are you sure? This is.
Pursue this.
This.
I'm passing the message. Pursue this. Zillti.
Uh. How do I
So
play this?
funny.
Say, could you bring us up now?
Yeah, just be like, ooh.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to try to play this off. Tempest, is Issa free right now? Seeing as you are able to bring me to him.
Right now, he kind of looks down. He has like a watch. Well, the place is going to be closed now. If business is over by now. He's probably not going to be there.
That is unfortunate. Tomorrow?
Well,
Perhaps?
maybe you could bring me, and I could help you sort things out with your boyfriend.
Yeah. We're coaching Umar at this point. We're just coaching him.
Sheen.
Oh,
But how do
I'm
I?
playing
How
a
do
low
I?
charisma character. I'm not even playing a low. I'm playing a character who doesn't like talking to people, and I always regret it so much.
this is so funny. I'm living for it.
How do I play this off? I actually have to go to sleep now. I have to eat dinner.
Yeah, we can finish this up. Just wait until we see what you get out of this guy.
Oh my god.
Maybe I could go with you to help you talk to your boyfriend tomorrow in the day.
Tomorrow. Ah. Like I roll my drink around, the whiskey around in the glass. Huh. Seeing as I managed to help you a little bit with your help with your boyfriend, could I perhaps go with you, talk it out, act as a and talk it out, but so you cannot get angry and both of you cannot get into a shouting match. Again, I'm a good listener. I can
You
perhaps
wanna
catch up to Issa
go
at the
with
same way.
you want to go with me?
I do not mind.
I mean, yeah, we could maybe do that. I don't know. Maybe it's better if I just go on my own.
Enough that he would not lash out in anger? Never know. People can change emotions very quickly. Snap of a finger. I would know. I've suffered from it. Why do you think I wear this armor?
It's fine. No, I know how to. I think I can deal with it myself.
Are you one? I do not mind. I have a pretty free day tomorrow. Nothing much. Just traveling around. I would hope to do some good. I am a doctor of my fate.
And hey, I could catch up with my friend. I can't remember.
That's
the
what
guy's name.
I already said that.
You can try roll persuasion. It's not gonna be too hard. Don't worry.
Oh, please. Jetsia, that is a thing not to say because exactly what's gonna happen. I was gonna say that's a nat 20, but no. 13.
Yeah, he kind of looks up at you, like, he's a bit, he's a bit tipsy. He kind of eyes you up and down and goes, Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I can go. I can go in to talk to him, and I can show you to Shilaun. If we went in early enough before they start, it wouldn't be a problem, probably.
And I can catch up to East the same way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he
If
is
you
he there
want.
up that time?
Well, yeah, he's usually in early.
Perfect. Well, works perfectly fine. Before he gets into the woes of working throughout the whole day, have a good drink between us and talk about life. And I can help you issues.
Eh, That, I
Some
really
good.
appreciate that.
Like
That's very nice of you.
I swirled around my drink. Try to do something other than all the bad I've done. Trying to act like I've done some shit.
God.
I'm trying to act like a sad, depressed fuck. It's not that hard, but gotta convince him.
You're talking to this sad, depressed fuck.
You're looking at a sad, depressed fuck.
um, yeah, maybe, maybe we could do that. Do you guys have somewhere to stay for the night? Or well, I mean, do you have somewhere to stay for the night? Because I'm staying in this really nice hotel, and maybe I could get you a room there. You've been so good, and if you're gonna help me, I definitely I'll pay for a room for you.
I'm gonna send a
I was going to
telepathic
accept
message.
nodding furiously.
Yes,
I
yes,
messaged again.
definitely. That's it.
Take
Take it. If it isn't a bother for you, I was staying in a crammy old hotel down the road. What kind of hotel is it? I hope it isn't too fancy. I wouldn't want to be a burden on you.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how fancy things are, but it's nice. It's pretty nice.
I hope
I'll
it isn't
get you
too.
a nice room.
You don't need to be too. I'm perfectly capable. I've lived on roads for all I care, and they've been perfectly fine with me.
Okay. Well, I can do that. For you, and yeah, we can go to Shion tomorrow.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that. I could such a great day, able to catch up with friends and able to help at the same time. Not have asked for anything better. Hope I hope it goes the same way for you tomorrow.
Yeah, I hope so.
Definitely. Not worry. The gods will be in.
Yeah, I hope so.
Definitely. Not worry. I tap him on the shoulder, but I'm more friendly.
Okay. Unless any of you guys want to do anything else, I guess we can end there.
Yeah, I'm tired from all this flirting, from all this
Yeah.
supposed flirting. You can see I get a lot of men. I'm very popular in the club.
Yeah, just the first thing you said, you're like, well, hello, you are a very attractive man.
This is
I
the
was like,
second time in me running this one shot where their approach to Tempest was, let's hit on him.
It's deja vu for you.
I was like, oh shit, here we go again.
Oh my
Although
god.
you backed off, which was fine, because he was like, oh, I'm not interested, and you backed off, whereas the other guys just kept going.
Oh no.
oh no.
Oh no. Did it
Yeah.
work? Did it work in his favor?
Kind of. It worked a little differently. It played out slightly differently.
God. Did I get the chaotic good route? Just anything good. Did I get the better route? That's what I want to
You
know.
guys made unbelievably good ground. The stuff that you
Perfect.
did in this one session took the other group 2 sessions. Because they split the party and decided that half of them were going to go to the police.
What?
Okay.
Why?
So,
Why?
because not all of them were members of White Rose, and so they weren't entirely trustworthy of them, so they went to the police. So then I had to split the party and run 2 different things. So it took ages then.
I mean, fair enough. Also, running for more people just takes more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed.
Definitely. I'm never becoming a bard. That's what I know.
Bards don't have to hit on people.
Bards
I'm playing a
don't.
bard who's like asexual.
That's just.
That's just
Okay.
you.
I'm surprised. It's very interesting just seeing how different things happened on a different group. It's very, very interesting. I finally got to use fucking knockoff Obsidian. I had him in it before, but no one talked to him.
Aw, that's so sad.
I can see you are so happy to play him. Like, I can just tell. But you're just kind of like,
Obsidian.
Jesus, let me keep talking. Let me keep talking as an obsidian. Like, I can feel it, you know?
Oh,
Oh
I'm
man.
surprised though. You guys didn't talk much to Emstrelda, which I was like, okay.
Well, we didn't know
Well,
it
that's
was
because I was
any.
suspicious of her the entire time.
Yeah.
Oh, fair
For good
enough.
reason.
No,
Very
but
much
you
so.
see, the thing is, it would have played out differently if you had asked Lady Syrinx what copper looked like. Because if you had, she would have told you to look for a tiefling. So then you would have walked into the bar and you would have seen a tiefling and talked to her.
Estralda, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. This will probably only take 2 sessions considering how quickly you did this one.
Definitely. I'll have to end the stream here, unfortunately, guys. Thank you all for joining in. I'll just mute. Thank you all for joining in, guys. I really did appreciate it. We had great fun doing this session, so we're gonna be streaming this in 3 more successions whenever everybody's ready again. And this was done. I'll see you guys in the next one. This stream, late night stream. Go. See you later.